plus 45 from last time. So the LDF seemed to be routed this time, down 37 seats at 50, and it looks very clearly as of now that the UDF is dominating central, south Kerala, and also making inroads in north central Kerala. That's where
the south, that is the Hindu
majority. This is the Hindu vote.
Yeah.
Now, surprisingly, it's consolidating against the left in favor of the UDF. One would wonder why. Perhaps this is also because there is a huge amount of anti-incumbency. No, the Sabarimala issue. The Sabarimala issue. The Sabarimala issue, sir.
At 10 o'clock in the morning, I want you now to focus on some big numbers, viewers. It's 10 o'clock, 2 hours into counting. This is a snapshot. West Bengal, 256 out of 293 leads. Remember, 1 seat countermanded the election. So from 294, it's come down to 293. What are we seeing? We are seeing the BJP inches away from the halfway mark. Huge story. Mamata Banerjee, the biggest tent pole in the India bloc, looking shaky, looking fundamentally spun around. Why? Because she's 76 seats down right now, viewers, over last time. These are leads, let me tell you. In some places, only 3 or 4 rounds of counting. It could go up to 14, 15, 18 rounds. Early leads, but this is not looking good because this is enough voters to tell you there's a trend. So here you see it, 142, 71 seats up. Amit Shah could become, viewers, the man of the moment, because remember, it's him who hits the ground and does that work, and he was not budging from Bengal for weeks altogether. He was there, the Prime Minister, the Jhal Muri, someone is feeling the Jhal, and it is certainly not the BJP right now. Okay, so this is how things stand at 10 in the morning. In Kerala, 140 out of 140 trends. Here you see it, the UDF, the Congress, already past the halfway mark, 47 seats plus for them. These are the trends. Tamil Nadu, viewers, what a story is being scripted here. Look at where the TVK is. The TVK is 92 in the positive, because remember, it starts from 0. It's a massive gain. The DMK down, almost out, floundering, 89 down. 219 out of 234 trends in. AIDMK holding forth. This looks like a hung assembly happening here, viewers. And is the TVK going to be sitting out, or is it going to join hands with the nice BJP people and going to form the government? And last, Assam, 122 out of 126 trends. It's a clean sweep. BJP coursing ahead. Anand.
Well, TVK right now has made an announcement. TVK spokesperson is saying we will form government on our own. We will have the seats on our own. We are not going to go into alliance with anybody. The people are fed up of the two Rivaiti partiers. Let's listen into what the TVK had to say.
We will DMK in number 1 position is the total Tamil Nadu. Okay? Around the
spokesperson and a very happy Felix Gerard here. So let me ask you, I'll start with the weather in Chennai. It's Agni Nakshatra, it's peak heat. The clouds haven't come out, the sun hasn't come out, Suryan Udikila, DMK was in power, and that's also part of the emblem. But is it the winds of change? We suddenly saw a gust of wind here. So is TVK seeing the winds of change?
Yes, the entire weather have changed, and sun is going to set very soon. And this is not surprise for us, and we expected this, and it's a much calculated and well expected results. And this shows the trend of the people, the entire Tamil Nadu wanted a change, and this reflects in the people's mindset.
What worked for you, sir, in your favor?
Everything. Our leader is the most charismatic leader, and the election promises. Above all, the trust that people have on my leader.
It's unbelievable also in terms of people flying down from different countries, coming to cast their vote. In droves, the youth have come in from different parts of the state and from other states as well. But this, what you see is this, it's a sign of trust, you say, towards Jananayagam as he is. But at the same time, it's also something in terms of fatigue towards the DMK and ADMK.
No, the people are fed up with these both the parties. They wanted a change. They wanted a clean government. They wanted a government which will improve the lives of the people. And that's why they have come all the way to cast one vote. I know people have come from Europe spending lakhs of rupees to cast one vote. So that's the power of our leader and the need for the state. That's the main reason.
Thalapathy Vijay as Chief Minister?
Sure, of course, 100%. No doubt.
But there'll be two important calls that come from
Felix Gerard very confident there, even as he's speaking with Rohini Swami. But interestingly, viewers, the ADMK is just consolidated. It's just lost 3 seats from the last time around. It's going to consolidate. And we're going to tell you that in Tamil Nadu, the picture is still left. It's not yet over. Not that the TVK is going to lose or lose its leads drastically, but things could change here quite quickly. The ADMK is also now pinched back 2 seats. So the traditional parties may not just give up without a fight. This phenomenon that is Vijay also perhaps shows that this could perhaps be the first election in Bharat which is being driven by the Gen Z vote, largely by the Gen Z vote, and also what their campaign and what they've tried to do on social media more than on-ground campaigning, because his on-ground campaign and his presence span Tamil Nadu was thwarted quite a bit. So this is a story in itself. Let's quickly look at how the regions are voting. How is Delta voting? Let's look at that first. In the Delta region, again, the TVK has made inroads and it's pinched bulk of it from the ADMK. These leads are coming from the ADMK. Sumant Raman.
From Delta, last time DMK won 38 out of 41.
Correct.
ADMK won 3 seats.
Yeah.
So if the TVK is taking 16, they're damaging the DMK drastically.
DMK.
Yeah, it was 33-4.
Let's look at the previous years. In this Delta region that we're plotting, the ADMK had won 25 seats out of 37. In 2021. So this Delta region, this is what...
Some error.
Anand,
there seems to be some error.
Because
This
that
was
is
the
not the
DMK.
Delta region.
This is West.
Delta is on the other side.
Yeah.
This is West.
Tents are being
I think they've
removed
interchanged.
Yeah, they've
It's
interchanged
Tents are being removed from the DMK office, which was put up
Yeah.
out
We just
there for
reported that.
celebration.
Let's
They
go to
put
those
that
pictures,
up.
dramatic pictures, yeah.
No, and the point is that the Congress, in the Congress party in the state, there was a lot of talk that, we should probably
should go
move
to-
away
yeah.
from the DMK and go with Vijay.
Yeah.
Talks had initially begun out there, but the old guard who had the years of the leadership of the Congress said no, that's not possible, because look at DMK, they are bankrolling our campaign. Everywhere they were giving them money to contest the election, they were providing them the crowds, they were providing them the plastic chairs. Plastic chairs, very important in elections, because you have to pay in advance to the tent walas to give those chairs.
Because those
These
chairs are
small
broken or
things.
somebody take them away
Somebody
and all
will
of
actually
that.
take them. You're talking about lakhs of chairs across the state, right?
hindsight.
And all that money was being given by the DMK to the Congress. So penny wise, pound foolish, they decided to go with what is available rather than put their ears to the ground. And as Rahul was pointing out, where was the local media? They did not see the signs at all that there was such an anti-incumbency going on. So who muzzled the media in the state out here, or did they self-correct themselves that better
We
to
will
stay?
ask all those questions once the dust settles and the results settle. Yes, Sumant Raman.
Had the Congress gone with TVK in hindsight, after 1967, who knows, they might have been back in power.
Right, Salem Dharnidharan is with us. Vanakkam. Enna solranga? What do you think? Smita Prakash is saying.
Kursi ki baat hai.
Yeah.
Plastic chairs.
So,
not
Nick,
just kursi ki baat hai, what Smita is saying is very important. Alliance making. So, if the Congress has screwed up alliance making in Tamil
One second,
Nadu,
big alert,
let's
big
say
alert, big alert,
They have
big
done
alert.
the same
one
thing.
seat.
Yeah,
BJP
BJP
passed
right
the
at-
halfway mark
Right
in
next to the
Bengal.
halfway mark, yes.
Let's go to Bengal very quickly. Sanam Dharindharan also here with us.
147, not two,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
seat is not election.
yeah, just one seat. It's actually slipped back down. So we'll keep
It's
close
back up.
tabs. We'll
It's back
keep
up.
close tabs, but then it's back up. No, I'm just saying 145, 147 is the halfway mark. 74 seats gain that is made, but it has to gain far more, viewers. It has to gain far more for it to become solid. Another 3 to 5 seats easily.
Anand,
it
you're
has to
more
gain
ambitious for the
and
BJP
continue to
than the
consolidate.
BJP is for itself. Is that the
Consolidate.
reason?
Yeah. Let's go back to Tamil Nadu because Selam Dharnidharan is here. What would you say to this number? Do you think this will change Selam Dharnidharan? Does it shock you? DMK at 61 minus 94 seats and all of them lost to the TVK. It's not a repeat of 2016.
Yeah, I think every election is unpredictable and who decides are the people. So we have to listen to the people. But these are early trends. Maybe we can say in conclusion by 12 o'clock or 12:30 what will be the trend. But if
can't hear you, Dhanidharan Saab. You need to speak up a
if
little
this
more.
TVK's trend is true, maybe
Like you always do, you speak up. So you need
no,
to
if the
speak up.
TVK's trend, if it is true, then it is also a lesson for parties across the country that the politics in itself has changed. Then maybe the belief in grassroots or the big conferences, or maybe there is that belief, right, is wrong. And the fact is, the politics is now more on social media and more about the young people. And if you look, I'll not speak, let me not speak as a spokesperson, but look at the percentage of parliamentarians under the age of 40 in the country. What is the percentage? Less than 5%. Emmanuel Macron became president of France when he was 37 or 38.
Right.
And has anyone become any? So the thing is, it's
So did
also
the
a message.
DMK not read it? Did the DMK not read it?
No, then what about BJP?
Or was the
Did
DMK
not read
denial?
it?
No, I'm saying, was
Swaraj,
the
apni
Tamil
baat
Nadu, was the
Please speak
DMK
for
in
yourself.
denial?
Did the BJP not read it? The BJP not read it? Did the ADMK not read
The
it?
story is not about BJP in Tamil Nadu. The story is about DMK.
Yeah,
One
Chetan
second,
Bhagat.
one second. Mr. Dharanidharan, just one second, one second. Mr. Dharanidharan, I just have to ask you this question. Is this a vote against everything that the media has been telling you, the national media, that you legitimately did boycott a lot of channels? And I'm using the word legitimately because you felt that there was perhaps some sort of a agenda. But maybe we were telling you the truth. Maybe we were telling you to look in the mirror.
I am the spokesperson.
So
I've come
I'm
to your
asking you
shows.
now, sir. So now I'm asking you.
When
Now I'm
have I
asking you,
boycotted your
did
channel or any
did
channels?
Well, sir, some people did. But anyhow, I'm not making it about myself.
I've
Who
always
am I?
been on your
I'm a
channel. Not
small
yours.
little-
I'm not judging
I'm
you.
a small
I have
reporter.
been on
Listen
every.
to me.
No, I'm
No,
talking
I'm
less
asking
word.
you, sir. This was something that was pointed out. The Supreme Court caught hold of 4 of your ministers and said they were corrupt. Number 1. Number 2, that there was a governance gap. Number 3, that you were not very well disposed to a community in the state, the Sanatanis. Many things were said. Do you think you could have course corrected? The TVK is a complete outsider. Do you think you could have course corrected? Honest question, honest answer.
See, in politics, in elections, it's very difficult to pinpoint to reasons on why one party is losing and one party is winning. There are a number of reasons, but you exactly cannot pinpoint. If this is the reason you are saying, and if this trends out to hold, then if religion or Hindu card with the BJP place has been the reason, then ADMK should have swept. That is not the case. I'm not still saying we couldn't win. It's too early. It could still be a hung assembly. It could, or one of the other parties could narrowly make it. But if these trends are true, then I don't think it is because of all the issues the BJP raised or the national media raised.
No,
it is
what is
because
happening?
of young people.
The
You go
issue
to
is-
streets of Tamil Nadu,
No,
young
did
people are the one
you
pushing.
block or muzzle the media to an extent that
Young
you were
people who are
not
pushing.
you were not told the real picture on ground, and you were itself in denial. When I say you, the DMK itself was in denial of what the angst on ground is. Now look at the thing. What's happening? The TVK has pinched 97 seats, of which 96 have come from you, the DMK, as of now the lead. Look at the ADMK. The ADMK is still leading in 70. As of now, only 4 more seats leads need to be plotted. Only 4 more seats. And this looks like this combination, if it comes together, can form government.
But TVK
Clearly-
also, Vijay has not given a single interview as yet. So it's not media making or breaking also.
No, media, it's
Let's
social
not
media.
give us-
No, it's
give
social
us
media
that
making or
Shivani-
breaking.
Shivani
Social
is
media.
from the results hub.
His own movie was blocked at the
I
state
mean,
CBFC. Yeah, lots of
one
things
second,
happen.
let me go to the results hub because Shivani has some micro details coming out of Tamil Nadu, and I also want to say good morning to RP Singh, who's looking very, very happy right now. Yes, Shivani.
Yes, thank you for that. I have the vote numbers with us now in our live results hub. I'm focusing on the Chennai seats. All 16 leads, mind you, in Chennai are with the TVK. And this is the big number. Kolathur, VS Babu of the TVK leading by 12,916 votes. These are still early rounds. But of all the Chennai seats, the maximum lead is in Kolathur, which is important because this is Stalin's seat.
Stalin's seat.
Exactly. And C. Joseph Vijay from Perambur Tiruvallur leading currently by 6,463. You've got from Velachery Kumar R leading by 3,826. In Dr. Radhakrishnan Nagar, N. Mary Wilson of the TVK leading by 5,000 votes. But the big, and then there is Saidapet, which is Arul Prakasam M of the TVK leading by 9,000 votes. But the big number coming in from Kolathur, 12,916, the lead already. I want to show you Kanchipuram, again a stronghold of the DMK. 3 TVK leads out of the 4 seats, 1 for AIA DMK. Already handsome lead in Kanchipuram for V. Soma Sundaran, AIDMK leading by 7,700 votes. Tiruvallur, again a previous DMK bastion, currently 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the 10 leads are TVK, only 1 lead for DMK, CPIM, AIA, DMK leading at others. There is one Punamali, which is leading, TVK leading here, Prakasam R by 19,000 votes already. So these are early trends, but really strengthening in favor of the TVK in even strongholds of the DMK in Chennai and KTCC region.
Well, remember viewers that the TVK right now is about 20 short of the halfway on its own.
One point.
Yes.
Why is it even more remarkable, Rahul? 90% of the people of the state in 90% of the constituencies don't know the name of the TVK candidate.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have no clue who
This
they
is
are.
exactly
Nalin
no.
Mehta,
This
they
is
still
exactly
voted for
what
them.
happened with the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab.
That is incredible.
अब लगेगा झाड़ू. आप में यही हुआ था पंजाब में. Same thing happened.
Exactly.
This is what we were saying on exit polls. They didn't have people at the polling booth. It doesn't matter when chemistry works. When it happened with Gen Z, sir was saying, Gen Z, you can't just, sometimes your legacy becomes your baggage.
Yeah.
Gen Z wants freshness. You can't just say, chalo yaar, ab Gen Z ko manate hain. Let's do an Insta post and the Gen Z will vote for us. They are not stupid people. They have brains.
So what does the Gen Z want?
Gen Z wants
jobs.
Firstly, I think
prospects.
it's again and again come that they want a face they can trust. And who wins that trust? Usually.
Okay, big news, sir,
just
behind
1
you.
second.
Big news behind you. Bengal, BJP 149, clear of the
149.
halfway number, sir.
Whoa,
in terms of
viewers,
lead. Big
there are some
development.
people-
150, leading in 150 as of now. 150, Bengal, big lead. This one. Yeah.
This is I've come to this for many elections to this studio. This is the only election of the states where you don't show any mithai shots. Is it a very North Indian thing, the laddus and all? Because so much is happening.
Yeah.
No, in
But
Bengal
West
also
Bengal is
laddu.
famous for sweets. There is nobody doing mithai there, like in UP. They
नहीं,
are
वो
presumptive.
संदेश, अरे संदेश यही है.
नहीं, ये तो
आपके
lie
सामने
है,
संदेश
but
है.
like, is the
और
culture
बंगाली के
different?
सामने संदेश रखा है,
Is it
और क्या
UP,
करें?
In Delhi,
No,
UP,
one second.
Punjab,
That's an
everywhere they have
important
Bihar,
question.
they have
Very
Very
mithai.
important question. I'll
Then
just
it
tell
is
you.
too
viewers,
early for Sandesh in
precisely.
Bengal.
Yes, precisely. Shubir
Hold on
Bhaumik, man of experience, Smita Prakash, madam of experience, both of them are going to tell you that it's still early days. Let's hold our breath. These
picture
are
abhi baki hai.
indications.
I want to add
Picture
some context
baki.
to why
Yes,
it's
sir.
early days.
Yeah.
Out of 22 or 23 rounds in most seats, right now we are on round 2. And in the seats that BJP is leading in at the moment, according to the Election Commission site, in one of them it's leading by 10,000, which is Agnimitra Paul's constituency, Asansol Dakshin. In most of the others, the margins are between 1,000 and 1,500.
So I want to show
Many
that.
of them are under 500.
Let's show that spectrum once.
Yeah.
Let's show the spectrum, the
I have
voter
vote share,
palette.
yeah.
He's got the vote share. He's got vote share.
Vote
Yeah.
share in West Bengal as per ECI website, 46% BJP, 40% TMC.
Wow,
Wow.
46%
6% gap.
BJP.
6%.
That is
Roughly.
almost 1 in 2
6%.
voters.
Roughly.
And this is on top of a big turnout. Even a bigger
40%
turnout. Now look at what is happening. Nalin Mehta is saying, what is happening here? Look at the other seats, viewers. These are the narrow margins. Nalin Mehta is talking about. These are the mild seats. These are the swing seats. And it is in these swing seats that the BJP is streaking ahead by wafer thin margins.
Yeah.
Will these hold? Will they increase? No one knows, viewers. We'll have to find out. Here is the BJP mild. These are seats that it won just once
One out
in
of
the
3.
past. It's holding on to a lot of them. The TMC mild, viewers, this is where the BJP has made a lot of ingress. And then you have the TMC strong. And look at what's happening here.
Big
Big,
dents.
big saffron dents. These are indentations, viewers. This is what is happening. We've got a problem. The TMC has a problem. Dilip Ghosh, go straight across to you. Dilip Ghosh, welcome to the show. Dilip Ghosh, आपकी
धन्यवाद
क्या आपका पहला रुझान, नंबर 1, नंबर 2, आपका पहला रिएक्शन, दोनों बता दीजिए सर।
देखिए, रुझान जो पोलिंग था उसी के आधार पर हो रहे, उसी दिशा में। एग्जिट पोल में भी एक दिशा मिली थी और वो संकेत मात्र था, क्योंकि यहाँ के लोग खुल करके बोलते नहीं। तो यहाँ की लोगों की जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज और वोटिंग करने का जो ट्रेंड था, उससे पता चल रहा था कि ताबड़तोड़ वोटिंग हुई है, रिजल्ट भी ऐसे ही होगा और उसी दिशा में जा रहा है। लोगों ने धूप में बारिश में खड़ा होकर वोटिंग किया है। 96-7% तक वोटिंग हुआ है। ये कोई आम इलेक्शन जैसा नहीं है। दूसरा है, ये ट्रेंड बहुत आगे जाएगा, बिहार जैसा मुझे लगता है कि दिखेगा, क्योंकि पिछले 50 साल का आप इतिहास देखें बंगाल का, करीब 10-12 इलेक्शन जिसमें जब भी जो पार्टी जीता 200 से ऊपर सीट लेके ही आया है। 251 तक गया, 211 तक आया। इसलिए जब जिसको देता है बंगाल की जनता, भरपूर देता है और पूरा समय भी देता है, किसी को 34 साल, किसी को 15 साल, उसी दिशा में वोटिंग हो रही है, रिजल्ट भी उसी दिशा में जा रही है।
अभी देखिए फेज 2 की अगर आप बात करें, दिलीप दा नमस्ते, आनंद नरसिम्हन बोल रहा हूं। अभी तक बीजेपी ने 45 सीट और खींच लिया है तृणमूल कांग्रेस से। ये सिर्फ अभी फेज 2 का कुछ जो डेटा सामने आया है उसमें दिख रहा है कि 45 सीट बीजेपी ने खींचा है। फेज 1 में भी काफी खींचा है। और अगर आप देखें साउथ में जहां फेज 2 में वीक हुआ करता था तृणमूल बीजेपी, वहां इतना ज्यादा कैसे डेंट लगा रहा है? इसका क्या फैक्टर है, क्या रीजन क्या है?
एक कोलकाता और आसपास के जिला, नदिया, हाँ, और उत्तर दक्षिण 24 परगना, हावड़ा, हुगली, हाँ, ये जिला में 100 सीट है जिसमें हमारा कमजोरी था जी। उसको हमने सुधारने का प्रयास किया और तथाकथित भद्रलोक यहाँ रहते हैं, ये कांग्रेसी गढ़ था। सीपीएम ने भी बहुत ज्यादा परिवर्तन नहीं कर पाए। हमने उत्तर बंगाल, राढ़ बंगाल और जंगल महल में पिछले बार शक्ति बढ़ाया था और फर्स्ट फेज में वहां चुनाव हुआ, वो हमारा कोर इलाका है जी। लेकिन दूसरा जो टीएमसी का कोर इलाका, सबसे ज्यादा जो 91 लाख वोट माइनस हुआ है ना, फर्जी वोट, इसी क्षेत्र का, उनके सारे बड़े बड़े नेता यहाँ से जीत के आते थे जी। और 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 लाख तक, 80,000 तक वोट माइनस हुआ है, जो फर्जी वोट। और टोटल फर्जी वोट, उनका जो वोटिंग होता था उसका 10% एक फॉल्स वोट से आता था जी। और करीब 10-20% लोग जो वोटिंग करते नहीं थे बंगाल में, उन्होंने भी इस बार लाइन में खड़ा होकर वोटिंग किया। ये सारा हमारे तरफ आएगा
जी। तो आपको लग रहा है एसआईआर और जो वोटर वोट करने नहीं आता था या आती थी वो अब बाहर आए हैं, तो ये जो नहीं करते थे वोट, क्या वो क्या हिंदू वोट हुआ करता? दिलीप दा जरा रुकिए, शशि थरूर कुछ कह रहे हैं केरल के बारे में, मैं वापस आता हूं आपकी ओर।
10 seconds, we're going to have Shashi Tharoor basically making his first response. I think Shashi Tharoor, of course, was campaigning aggressively this time in Kerala.
So we'll go to Kerala moment it is ready. Yes. Dilip Ghosh is
ready. It's ready.
Okay, Tharoor is ready. Let's go.
अब आप लोगों के लिए आगे की क्या सिचुएशन रहेगी और आप लोग क्या कोशिश करेंगे केरल स्टेट के लिए जो यहाँ और कुछ एक्स्ट्रा दे पाए?
देखिए, हम लोग परिवर्तन की पार्टी है। हम चाहते हैं कि 10 साल के इतनी बुरी तरह की राजनीति चले हैं इस सरकार की तरफ से कि इसको एक बदलाना और मेरे ख्याल में नए तरीके की राजनीति ले आना बड़ी जरूरी है।
बार बार ये सवाल आ रहा है कि सीएम कौन होगा, क्योंकि आप खुद एक एमपी हैं, बाहर कैसी वेणुगोपाल के लगे हुए हैं।
इस विषय पे हम अभी बात नहीं करना चाहते हैं। चुनाव के रिजल्ट आने दीजिए। खड़गे साहब जो कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष हैं वो किसी को भेजेगा जीते हुए एमएलए के साथ बात करने के लिए, उसके बाद वो लोग उनकी राय ले लेंगे, फिर हाईकमान तय करेंगे। ये है हमारे कांग्रेस की रीति, तो मुझे क्यों पूछ रहे हैं?
Shashi Tharoor still in wait and watch mode, but saying that this is essentially a great mandate. Assam, of course, didn't work out for the Congress party at all, viewers, but it's West Bengal, which is a big story.
Let's go to Bengal. Dilip Ghosh is still with us. Let's just plot the votes from the higher women population. Dilip ji, यहाँ पर भी जहाँ पर हायर विमेन पॉपुलेशन का है वहां पर तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने वोट खींचा है, ये कैसे हो गया?
देखिए, अभी शशि थरूर जी भी परिवर्तन की बात कर रहे थे ना।
नहीं, बीजेपी, मैं माफी चाहता हूं, बीजेपी ने 15 सीट वहां भी खींचा है। तो दीदी तो जो महीना भत्ता दे रही थी, काफी लोग कह रहे थे कि महिलाएं नहीं छोड़ के आएंगी, पर यहां पर भी बीजेपी ने 15 सीट ज्यादा खींचा है पिछली बार से।
बंगाल में जो परिवर्तन हो रहा है वो कोई एक सेक्टर से नहीं है, महिला, युवा, फिर लेबर, फिर वो किसान, ऐसा नहीं है। पूरा बंगाल परिवर्तन चाहता है इसलिए आप देखिए कल परसों से डायमंड हार्बर फलता से महिलाओं का जो स्टेटमेंट आ रहा है वो कैसा दयनीय है। लोगों को 15 साल से वोटिंग करने नहीं दिए हैं और 8 लाख वोट से वहां जीतते हैं उनके भतीजा।
जी
आप संदेश खाली का याद करिए, महिलाओं का वो जो हाहाकार था। कुछ बिहार में माननीय गवर्नर गए तो उनके पैर में पड़ के महिलाएं रो रही थी कि हमें बचाइए इन दरिद्रों से। ये हालत है बंगाल की महिलाओं की। और 1500 रुपया देकर उनका मुंह बंद करना चाहते थे ममता बनर्जी, तो उन्होंने पैसा भी लिया और बीजेपी को वोट दिया क्योंकि परिवर्तन चाहिए।
पैसा भी लिया और बीजेपी को वोट दिया क्योंकि परिवर्तन चाहिए। पलटानो सरकार हो रहा है कि नहीं? आपका कोई स्कोर?
सरकार, बीजेपी सरकार निश्चित जानिए। और मैंने जो बोला बंगाल की जनता भरपूर देता है, छप्पड़ फोड़ के वही देने वाले हैं।
जी अमिताभ तिवारी हमारे साथ हैं वोट वाइब के, जिन्होंने कहा कि बीजेपी को 153 सीट मिलेगा। अभी रुझान 152 पे है, तो वो आपसे कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं।
दिलीप जी, जो ये महिला वोट के लिए आपने कोई स्पेसिफिक स्ट्रैटेजी बनाई? क्योंकि महिला वोट जो है वो ममता दीदी का स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड पॉइंट है सर।
बिल्कुल, उन्होंने 1500 दिया तो हम तो बोले 3000 देंगे, तो अन्नपूर्णा भंडार देंगे। देना अगर जरूरत है उनको देंगे हम, अगर खाली वोट के लिए नहीं देंगे, हम उनकी जीवन में सुधार के लिए देंगे। युवाओं के लिए भी हमने रखा है कि हम भी आपको 3000 देंगे जब तक आप कमाई नहीं करते हैं। 50 लाख युवा बंगाल से पलायन कर चुके हैं केवल कमाई के लिए, रोजगार के लिए। वो अपना परिवार के साथ रह के जीना चाहते हैं, वो मौका हम देंगे।
अच्छा, ये सुबीर भौमिक हमारे साथ हैं। आप जानते हैं कि वो क्लासिकली लेफ्ट हैं, लेकिन आपसे पूछ रहे हैं आप बंगाल के लिए राइट क्या करेंगे? क्या इंडस्ट्री को वापस लेकर आएंगे कि नहीं?
देखिए, नाइदर राइट नॉर लेफ्ट गो स्टेट। भारतीय जनता पार्टी स्टेट बात करती है और इंडस्ट्री वहां जाती है जहां भाजपा है।
वो पूछ रहे
दादा
शिल्पो आसबे, इंडस्ट्री आसबे।
ভালো কথা।
पिछले 10-12 साल से 6500 इंडस्ट्री भाग चुकी है, वो टाटा से शुरू करके आज तक। और वो बीजेपी के राज्य में गए हैं, गुजरात में। उनको हम बंगाल में बुलाएंगे और वो आएंगे।
बंगाल में बुलाएंगे और आएंगे। अभिजीत मजूमदार भी आपसे कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं। जी,
what would you say is the turning point in case you guys win? If in case BJP wins, turning point कौन सा था? ये आरजी कर था कि दूसरा कुछ?
देखिए, बंगाल के शरीर में ये सब एक एक घाव है और घाव का चोट नहीं भूला बंगाल। रात जग के महिलाओं ने कैंडल मार्च किया लाखों की संख्या में, भूले नहीं है। वो मौका ढूंढ रहे थे, चुनाव कमीशन ने मौका दे दिया है। और मोदी जी का 12 साल का सुशासन सबके सामने। और मोदी जी बार बार बोल के गए कि 5 साल के लिए मुझे बंगाल दे दिया, हम उस बंगाल को सुधारेंगे। लोगों ने उनकी बात पर भरोसा रखी है और लाइन में खड़ा होकर वोटिंग की।
मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं दिलीप जी, ये फेज 1 का जो रुझान आया है उसमें अमित शाह जी ने बोला था 110 पार कर लेगी बीजेपी। एक 93 पे है अभी, 93 इनकी सीटें हैं। पकड़ है 35 की। सिलीगुड़ी में तो मिठाई भी बिकने लग गई है आपके ऑफिसों में। तो इसके बारे में थोड़ा हमें बताइए कि ये जो प्लॉट किया गया है, कई लोगों ने बोला एसआईआर का ये इम्पैक्ट बहुत ज़्यादा था और सेकंड हाफ में उतना नहीं है। ऐसे ऐसे लोग बोल रहे थे कि ये किस्म से ईसी के साथ साठगांठ। इस पे आप क्या बताएंगे हम लोगों को?
ये जो फर्स्ट फेज का वोटिंग हुआ, ये हमारा लगभग कोर इलाका है। उसमें 3 क्षेत्र है। एक नॉर्थ बंगाल है, दूसरा है राढ़बंग जिसमें बीरभूम बर्धमान आता है, इंडस्ट्री भी है उसमें, और तीसरा है जंगल महल जिसमें मेदिनीपुर, झारग्राम, बांकुड़ा, पुरुलिया ये सब आता है। ये पहले हम जीत चुके थे। पिछले बार बीरभूम में 11 में से 1 सीट हम जीते थे, लेकिन एक एक सीट में 1 लाख से ज्यादा वोट हमको मिला था। हम थोड़े थोड़े वोट से हार गए। वो केस्टोदा का कहानी आप जानते हैं, वहां कितना टेरर होता था। अब वो सुधर गया है, लोग वोटिंग किए, वह भी जीत रहे हैं हम। और सबसे कोर इलाका जो टीएमसी का कलकत्ता और आसपास के 125 सीट, उसमें हम बहुत बड़ा डेंट किए हैं, क्योंकि वहां के लोग सबसे ज्यादा टेरर का सम्मुखीन होते थे और सबसे ज्यादा वोट कटा है वहां। ये जो फर्स्ट पेज का इलाका में ज्यादा वोट नहीं कटा है, क्योंकि 10,000 12,000 केवल डेथ वोटर का ही माइनस हुआ।
खड़गपुर और उसके आसपास का क्या सीन है?
खड़गपुर तो हम जीत रहे हैं। मेदिनीपुर में पिछले बार 2 सीट जीते थे, इस बार उसका आधा से ज्यादा, मैंने यहाँ जो टोटल सीट्स हैं 8-10 सीट हम जीतेंगे। खड़गपुर आसपास
मैं एक्चुअली 2021 के मुकाबले ये मेदिनीपुर खड़गपुर एरिया अगर आप देखें तो उस वक्त यहाँ पर अधिकांश पूरा बोलबाला आप देखें तृणमूल कांग्रेस का हुआ करता था, लेकिन अभी 2026 में ये पूरी तरह से भगवा हो गया है। पूरी तरह से ये पूरा इलाका भगवा। इसका कोई एक फैक्टर है कि अलग अलग फैक्टर है? कई लोग कहते हैं कि हिंदू हृदय अब वहां खुल गया है बंगाल में या जाग गया है, क्या सही है ये सब?
मैं खुद मेदिनीपुर से खड़गपुर सदर से लड़ रहा हूँ
जी।
ये हमेशा जीतते हैं हम लोग, वहाँ मार्जिन बढ़ाएंगे। झाड़ग्राम मेरा जिला है
जी,
वहाँ 4 सीट है, चारों में लीड है। और मेदिनीपुर के पश्चिम मेदिनीपुर जो है, घाटा लोकसभा, झाड़ग्राम और मेदिनीपुर लोकसभा है
जी।
इसमें पिछले बार केवल 2 ही सीट था हमारा
जी।
इस बार इसका बहुत अच्छा रिजल्ट होगा और पहले से ही वो रुझान आपको दिख रहा है
जी। अभी आप पिछली बार से 15 सीटें ज्यादा है मेदिनीपुर में आपकी।
मेदिनीपुर में।
हाँ, तो ये कोलकाता की आपने बात की सर, अभी भवानीपुर लग रहा है खींच लेंगे क्योंकि उसके आसपास का अब तृणमूल कांग्रेस के पास चला गया, ममता दीदी फिर लीड पे आ गई है वहां।
नहीं, वहां तो कांटे का टक्कर होगा, लेकिन थोड़ा भी क्यों ना वोट हो हम जीत सकते हैं, ऐसा स्थिति वहां है। बाकी कलकत्ता में हमारा एक भी सीट नहीं था, उसमें 4-5 सीट तो मिल ही जाएगा, ज्यादा भी हो सकता।
दिलीप जी आपसे हम फिर से बात करेंगे आधे घंटे 45 मिनट में, तब तक और रुझान आ जाएंगे और हमारे को पूरा जो पिक्चर है वो क्लियरर लगेगा।
उससे पहले नलिन की सीट के लिए आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, आपकी जीत लग रही है। तो जब अगला आपसे मिलेंगे तो संदेश आपसे चाहिए, मिठाई तो खाएंगे,
आमंत्रण है रसगुल्ला खाने के लिए।
Nalin,
धन्यवाद।
Nalin has some data points. Nalin, data points. Yes.
3 or 4 quick insights. According to the election commission site, in the Trinamool Congress strongholds, 6 BJP is winning and 3 Trinamool is winning.
We've got the Trinamool Congress TMC strongholds. We've got the TMC
in Muslim areas, BJP is broken into 5 Muslim seats, Muslim dominated seats.
So TMC strongholds, the BJP as of now it's not 141 seats. The Trinamool Congress is still active there. It's not plotting correct. We just try and show you. Now these are there you go. So it's gone up. The BJP has gone up 72 seats in the Trinamool Congress strongholds.
2-3 other points.
Yes, 2-3 other points.
In seats where in 2024 the voter addition was higher than the victory margin, there BJP is winning 14 seats.
So SIR has helped. We're going to plot that in just 30 seconds. Viewers, I just want us to quickly at 10:30, half past the hour, viewers, let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. Here is what it says. The BJP has crossed the halfway mark in Bengal, up by 86 seats. These are big leads. It has dented the TMC. 89 the TMC down. However, viewers, I must add a caveat. These are still early rounds of counting. So these are just trends. They could change. Things could change. The Congress that had shown at one time a spike of about 4 or 5 seats, now only gaining on 1. From last time. The others might include left here, I'm not sure, we'll have to deep dive this, up by 2. So that's the big story coming out of Bengal. If these trends hold, Mamata Banerjee's history in Bengal. In Tamil Nadu, viewers, look at this. This is the rank outside of the TVK. TVK is now only short of about, viewers, 17-18 seats to make the halfway mark. Right now, if this trend holds, it's going to be a hung house, because as you can see the DMK collapsing, 97 seats down, all picked up by TVK. So
they need 20, but the ADMK is also inching
transfer. There is a direct transfer. ADMK also inching up. But viewers, at the end of the day, people will ask Vijay, will he want to form the government? Are we going to see 2013 repeat? Delhi, Kejriwal, where Kejriwal got about 27, 26 seats and said, well, I needed 5 more. But I'm not going to tie up with either the BJP or the Congress, that there be a repoll. And then, of course, viewers, he came back. 1 second, sir. 1 second. I just want to very quickly put out these numbers so that at 10:30 people get a full view of what is happening. I'll come for the commentary. In Kerala, viewers, here it is, the UDF. The UDF, there's a change of guard, history, playing historically. It could have been very good numbers for the LDF. They could have come back for a third term, but that didn't happen. So we are back now to alternate governments, but the LDF in crisis. The left, viewers, the communists will not have a government in the country since the 70s.
The NDA, story for the NDA, 4 seats, plus 4. They're broken
plus
into the accounts for the first time.
Yes, that's a big. That's a good one. That's a good one from Anand. Anand always brings up the smart points here. Assam, 126 out of 126, all trends in, and look at this. It's a tsunami. Himanta Biswa Sarma posting.
The delimitation impact, this is the delimitation impact, because the seats pinched are from the Congress and the AUDF, and these are all the Muslim dominated seats earlier, and those 24 seats that are swinging away.
Absolutely, that's the micro granular data. Shubir Bhaumik,
I have the vote
over
shares,
to you.
sir.
What's happening in Bengal?
Sir, one
Forget
line, vote
Assam.
shares.
Bengal, one
vote
sec.
share.
Vote share.
Yeah.
Vote share, please.
Vote
tell
share
me.
Bengal, BJP 46, TMC 40 as per ECI.
Wow.
Vote
40.
shares Tamil Nadu, DMK, ADMK both 24%.
Wow.
Both are at the same vote share.
But TVK vote share is not there
Not
because
there.
it is in others.
It is in others.
Others are at 37%.
37%.
But TVK we don't know how
We
much
don't
of
know
that.
exact vote.
Assam, Congress 27, BJP 40%.
Wow.
Kerala, CPM 23%, Congress 30%.
30%. Now this story, Vijay's story, Tamil Nadu,
Can
if
I
the
make
others
one-
it's saying
one very
37%.
interesting
If Vijay gets 31% viewers, that means he will get seat conversions. That was the metric we showed you at Numatrix, that across Tamil Nadu, if he gets more than 30% vote share, he'll start converting seats, and
Just
that's
one-
exactly what's happening. Yeah.
One quick point, the two national parties will have to think. Congress contested in 28 seats. They are currently leading in 1. The BJP contested in 27
seats.
plus 5 more on the BJP symbol.
Yeah.
And out of the 32, they are leading in 2.
2. Yeah. And
Well,
those ticket
Annamalai-
distributions were abysmal. Yes, Salem
Annamalai,
was saying something.
Annamalai in Tamil Nadu must be
DMK
saying
is
maybe
leading
we
one.
could have just gone alone and not bothered.
Correct.
But
Now-
then who knows?
That's
Maybe
a
ADMK
conversation we'll have once the results
Yes.
settle, because that's a serious position that the BJP will now have to introspect.
I'm
Yeah.
curious to know the seats in which the ADMK is leading. Because, for example, ADMK is extremely strong in Western Belt, where there is Gounder 1 year consolidation. So that will give a clear picture if the consolidation remains.
These are the ADMK leads. As of now, we plotted the ADMK leads. They are leading in West.
I guess,
Gounder.
yeah. In
They are
the West,
leading
it's
in the
actually-
1 year belt,
Yeah.
and they also have some seats in the Tevar belt. Beg your
West
pardon.
Delta
I think I
also.
just
No,
seem to
actually,
have
they
touched
are at the moment. They look like they are sweeping the Western belt.
Okay,
You know,
well, so viewers,
Gangavalli, Attur,
fundamentally,
Yerkad, Omalur,
I hope that
Mettur,
answers
Edappadi,
your question.
Sankari,
Yes, yes,
almost
Dr.
across
Raman,
the board.
just elucidate us a little more on where these leads are coming in. Dr. Raman.
Yeah. So if you look at the ADMK, they are holding at the moment their Western belt parts in and around Salem, Coimbatore, and so on. But they're also crucially doing well in areas where the DMK is traditionally strong. So, for instance, they're leading in Ariyalur, Lalgudi, which again is a DMK area. Kurinjipadi, which would be a big surprise, but then that's an early round because the DMK minister is
interestingly,
contesting
the ADMK
there.
is not losing too many seats, but it's not gaining much either. It's not gaining from the DMK. Our Numatrix very clearly said it has to gain 1 to 1.5% vote share from the DMK.
So what
if
it
it
does
gains 1.5
appear
vote
like
share, it converts to seats.
Is
Otherwise,
the
it doesn't.
50, 30, 20 scenario where the TVK had started hitting the DMK 50%.
Yes.
That's what's happened.
It's hit the DMK 50%, but the ADMK, while holding its own ground, has not been able to pinch 1%. In the later subsequent rounds, the next 8-10 rounds, if the ADMK across some about 15 to 20 seats pinches more than 1% of the DMK vote, there will be a change in the seat allocations.
Yeah, at the moment, according to some of the local channels, ADMK Plus is leading in 82 seats. So, I mean, we really
As
will
of
have to
now,
wait and
ADMK
see.
plus, the leads plotted here are 74. I'm just going to check and refresh. Here again, it has actually come down to 73. But what you would see is the 1 year belt
Let's see West
and
zone.
even the Gounder belt.
Let's see the western zone.
West and towards the northwest regions, they are still plotting only 1-2 seats for the BJP out of 27. So their performance has gone down. So this addition or 1 plus 1 does not make 11. That's very clear.
What we should do in just about a minute or two, viewers, is we're going to show you on West Bengal all the big number explainers that we have put together. So we're going to show you the spectrum, we're going to show you the palette, we're going to show you a large number of very tailored dynamics that we have got into the mix.
Look
So
at
let's
that
start
number
firing
behind
them.
you. It's gone up to 166, Rahul. This is
166.
racing away.
This is
racing away.
This
So
is the vote vibe number.
Yeah,
This is our axis.
No,
our poll.
our range
Yeah,
was
our-
163.
yes.
153 was the median point. But this is, if it's running away 170, follow the market
Here
at first
is the
set.
power palette, and I would like you to now begin to tell us a little bit about this. So, Amitabh, we are talking about other seats here. What are these other seats, viewers? You must wonder. These other seats are seats where every election things have changed. So these are actually your swing seats right up till here, where things are always topsy-turvy. Now, Amitabh ji, what are we seeing here?
What are we seeing here is that these seats originally moved from left to the TMC, and then it has started to move from TMC to the BJP in this election.
To the BJP. And look at this. These are, and this is what Nalin keeps telling us, that these leads are very narrow. We have to be a bit careful about jumping to conclusions. Mamata Banerjee herself says to all her polling agents, etc., Anand, that we are going to wait till the last one.
See, these seats, very critical, Rahul, because they will go right down to the wire. The margins will not be as exorbitant or as stretched as the last time. They will be narrower. But once somebody holds on to these leads, and if the trends go this way, the BJP may just hold on to bulk of these seats.
Build on that Anand has made. Remember, viewers, the BJP is coming from gaps of 20 to 15% in some seats.
In some seats,
yes. So if it has closed these gaps, it means, and some of them are high turnout seats. What does it tell you? Let's go back to those. I just want to show you those. Where are they? Yeah, that's it. Just keep it there for a second.
No, it's got refreshed because they added one more seat.
Okay, so that's interesting. So viewers, what I'm trying to say is that this is also where the SIR played in. So these are tight contests, and if the BJP is sneaking ahead, it's going to be difficult for things to reverse. So that could also be something that we need to. Here, BJP mild. These are seats that have swung. I mean, the BJP has won and lost
one out of 3 times.
One out of 3 times.
It is holding on to them.
And it is holding on. You can see this swath of saffron. The TMC mild. This is a big problem for the TMC. These are seats that it won one out of 3 times, losing them quite a bit.
This is where SIR deletions could have also had a dent and an impact, and a Hindu vote consolidation would also have an impact along with the TMC.
Viewers, you can think about SIR, but these are seats that the BJP has wrested from the TMC. These are bastions. 3 elections out of 3 the TMC has won, and sometimes with margins of 25% in excess. So SIR here is not. This is a sentiment reflector.
So Rahul, to put a number on that,
yes.
there are 38 TMC stronghold seats. Out of those, BJP is winning 19 of them at the moment.
19 of them, viewers.
50-50 now.
Stronghold seats, varying degrees, and the BJP is beginning to look at this.
Well, there are celebrations that have started, Rahul.
Look at this. Yes, celebrations have also started.
Pile is live. Pile is live with the celebration.
Let's go across to Payal. Payal, celebrations going on. Tell us a little bit more. What's happening there on the ground?
Well, at the BJP office here in Kolkata, celebrations have just about begun. I can see one person celebrating with that Kamal food, which is grown full bloom, and of course that's a huge matter of happiness for them, for the kind of struggle that the party workers have really seen.
आप मुझे बताइए, ये जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं के लिए ये जो ट्रेंड दिख रहा है, ये कितना इम्पोर्टेंट?
ये श्यामा प्रसाद जी के लिए इतना भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए ट्रेंड है. बंगाल का श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी हर व्यक्ति को जानना चाहिए. श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी के चरणों में प्रणाम है मेरे. श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी के जीत है, जय है. श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी के जय है.
आप दिन में सेलिब्रेशन करने का क्या प्लान है?
सेलिब्रेशन करने के लिए मेरा प्लान है, पूरा नतीजा आएगा उसके बाद सेलिब्रेशन करेंगे.
These are initial trends, Rahul. People are playing it very carefully. In fact, I was sitting a short while ago in a place where the top leaders of the BJP are sitting with the state leaders, monitoring the entire result. Jhalmuri has distribution has already begun, but like any other party, they want to be careful and see the trend before they actually come to any conclusion. But it's been a long drawn struggle for the Saffron party and a complete turnaround fortune. And there are multiple people who deserve credit for this. That is for later. But I can tell you, for a matter of fact, the person who's sitting cool as a cucumber right now is Bhupender Yadav. I just met him a few minutes ago. There is no fret on his face. He's completely smiling. He's not even watching the results on TV, just waiting it out and keeping everybody under, around him also.
You're getting into Zen mode, but what's the conversation?
There is breaking news coming in, and Payal, on that point, I want to quickly exchange some views with you. The woman voter is clearly speaking, and she's speaking from a place of anger. She wants to be heard. Why? Rekha Patra and Ratna Debnath are both leading. RG Kaur, victim's mother, and on the other side, viewers, Sandesh Khali. You remember that? The women are speaking, and I want to ask those TMC women MPs today who refuse to speak up for these ladies, what will they have to say? They're the first to shoot their mouth off, viewers. They were silent when their own women, compatriots, were being violated in Bengal. Shame on them. Yes, Payal.
When women decide to make the change, they make the change really happen. You've seen it election after election. Over here, a woman chief minister turns around and tells the women that don't leave your house after 7 o'clock. A shame on that kind of narrative which is coming forth as well. And women have shown the way. I've been speaking to various leaders in the party, and there was a lot of argument. Remember Rahul and Anand that she's giving Lakhi Bhandar 1500 rupees to women. They are with them. But over here in this election, women have shown for them dignity matters the most.
As of now,
they are not going to fall prey to any money.
Payal, as of now, 35 women-dominated seats, or where there were higher women population and turnout, BJP is leading in 27 out of those. So plus 17 more that they have taken away from the Trinamool Congress this time. So there is a very strong message that's gone on ground. So yeah, they may be guarded and muted. What's happening in Kolkata? What's the sense around Bhabanipur, Rashbihari and the nearby areas, Diamond Harbour?
Shwendu Adhikari has said Mamta will be defeated in Bhabanipur. That's the sense
yeah,
of the
he
BJP.
Said, so let's ask Payal. She's on ground. So what's your inside detail?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you, day before yesterday when Shubhendu Adhikari was speaking, he says he knows exactly how to irritate the hell out of Mamata Banerjee. He said, I know how to birakto karo her as well, and that trend really continues. For Mamata Banerjee, who never stepped out of her house till about 5 o'clock, was forced to be on the streets.
Shubhendu back in the lead. Shubhendu back in the lead in Bhabanipur. Yeah, go ahead. Please complete, Payal. Yeah.
So that's the sense with which Shubhendu Adhikari, remember, this is the big
TVK at 100 mark viewers.
Many people
big historic. Stay on with me, Payal. TVK at 100 mark.
BJP at 117 Bengal.
BJP at 117 Bengal. Viewers, this is going to be, as I told you, a decisive mandate in Bengal. I've been saying it for the last few days. Whichever way it was going to be decisive. Either the TMC way, it would have been decisive. The BJP, it would have been decisive. But Vote Vibe got it right here where it came to Bengal. Now, I just want to go straight across to, one second. I just want to go straight across to Shivani, who is there at the vote hub, to get a sense of how many rounds have been counted, what's exactly happening on Bhabanipur, because that's where Shubhendu Adhikari is in the lead.
All right, let me get you Bhabanipur very quickly. I am tracking some of the VVIP constituencies, that we've got going on. So if we search from our Bhabanipur is here.
159.
All right. So Shubhendu Adhikari is definitely leading. Let me try and get you the vote numbers here as well. We'll try and search for Bhabanipur, but can I just ask our friends here to give you a number of how many votes or rounds have happened? So there are still early rounds that are currently going on. Let's go across to our senior colleagues here who would have a better idea of how many rounds have happened. How many rounds have happened so far?
अभी तक जो सेकंड राउंड और किसी सीट्स में थर्ड राउंड भी हो चुका है.
हाँ.
बहुत सारे सीट्स में बीजेपी आगे जा चुका है. बहुत सारे सीट्स में तृणमूल भी आगे जा चुका है.
Okay, so there is only the second or the third round going on as of now. But yes, leads are consolidating. The number of votes that are now coming in from some of these states.
Big news coming through. Big breaking news. We are hearing from our sources that Prime Minister Modi will be at the BJP headquarters at 7 p.m. So the BJP thinks that they've got this election in the bag. They've got Assam in the bag. Viewers, there could be massive change in Tamil Nadu. The India bloc has been slapped across its face, unfortunately, viewers, in this election for it. And they are not going to be, they're going to be smarting. They're going to come out saying that there is a lot wrong in this election. But the fact of the matter is, viewers, some introspection will be required. The next big election is Uttar Pradesh, and that is where the Samajwadi Party will be on the block. And now, viewers, there is a big churn nationally that might also be happening in Indian politics, because the BJP looks like the dominant pole in Indian politics now, and we showed you something in the very beginning. I don't know who's going to form the government in Tamil Nadu. Even if it's the TVK, it's certainly not going to be the DMK. And if that is the case, viewers, then the India bloc is absolutely
not just
resurgent in a sense that you get about 80% or 82%?
82% of all of Bharat then comes somewhere directly or indirectly with the BJP's governance and rule and under the ambit of the NDA. But viewers, more importantly, this 171 here and the Assam tally as of now that we are showing is 126, means on both sides of the border you have strong BJP governments which can now press towards securing that border far more
Anga,
strongly.
Banga, Kalinga.
Yes.
Think of it.
Anga, Banga, Kalinga.
Banga, Kalinga and the northeast.
Correct. And there is also this story that there is a history to this. For more than 700 to 750 years, Bengal for the first time will see a totally Hindu elected government and governance that will happen as of now. Now that's a story that's going to be pushed by the BJP very strongly, that it's a Hindu consolidation of the vote
Professor is
that's
looking
powered
worried.
them to this level.
The professor is looking worried.
I think, and still I think majority of the rounds are still to be there. I do believe that after 2 p.m. you will get some clarity.
What is making you hopeful, Professor? Where is this
I
lead
still
going to
believe
reverse?
that there should be turnaround after around 1 p.m. or so, and TMC should go up to 160. And that
so
was
hang
the,
on, just a minute
insight.
now, just a minute. So
Otherwise it's all about SIR. Nothing
so
else.
Professor, so you're saying
If
that there's
these
going to be a
trends
turnaround.
are to hold, if the election is all about SR, there are 35 lakhs voters. That's it.
The BJP has BJP has breached into 79 of your strongholds. The
Okay,
BJP
one minute,
has
just a minute.
breached into 79 of your
I want to
strongholds.
challenge this gentleman on his math. Professor Sahab, 35 lakh voters, you're saying. Amitabh ji, 35 lakh voters is how much percent of the overall voting population of Bengal? It is perhaps
doesn't matter.
about 0.5%.
If you look at the, I think he made the good calculations. Even in Kolkata, just go to the statistics.
Would it be
10%,
How much is it?
13% of the voters.
Of the vote, it's 5%. Now, viewers, what is the BJP's vote share? What is BJP's vote?
That's exactly what BJP is getting.
You are thinking that these are only BJP voters. Make up your mind.
That's what, yeah.
And only TMC
That's what
voters.
BJP is getting. BJP is getting around 5-6% extra.
You said
TMC.
No, but you also said that.
Till now they have said that.
You also said that a large number of these are Matua votes. Now, there is also, let's also look at this. No, 1 minute. There is also an absolute number, Manojit Mandal, you have to say. After the SIR deletions, the overall voter base to whatever it came down, the absolute number of voters is 23 to 27 lakhs more than what they voted in 2021. So it's not just the deletion, sir. These 27 lakh additions have also perhaps not voted for you. That's one part. The other part, those who are part of this SIR, of the voter list, have also not voted for you because the vote share gap between you and the BJP right now is 6%, sir.
Whether
It's
they have
6%.
whether they have voted for TMC or not,
I
it's
want
too
us
early
to see.
say.
I
But
want
if
us
they
to
did not
see.
vote for TMC, then they are.
See, now I want you to see. 1 second, Professor.
Look at your own strongholds.
Out.
79 of your strongholds have been breached by the BJP already. They are leading. Plus 79, they're leading in 83 of your strongholds out of 145 seats, 150 seats of your strongholds.
Could be. Let us wait.
So your strongholds are being breached.
That's what I'm trying to say. Round should be counted.
Gentlemen, 1 second.
Not even 50% of the 2024
Okay, Professor,
rounds.
1 second. I want us to see, viewers, the palette as well as viewers, the larger reflection of the spider basically on Bengal, because we'll get a sense really of where these numbers are coming for the BJP and where they're also coming for the TMC, because that will give us a very quick assessment of this. Now the challenge for the TMC viewers, and this is just going to plot, there it is, plotting away. The challenge for the TMC is that some of its strong seats have fallen. These are bastions. It is not lost in 3 elections under Mamata Banerjee. Here you can see them all the way up till here, big breaches. And then you have the TMC mild, viewers. These are seats that it won narrowly once out of 3 terms. Those have been breached. The BJP has held on to its mild and its marginals. And the other seats, viewers, these are swing seats, are showing a lot of, look at these big chunks of BJP. Now I want you to see the other big graphic, which is a spider as we call it here.
The big stronghold, if you just stay with this. Now the strongholds come from the presidency zone. The BJP has breached 36 plus in the presidency zone. Look at South. Look at this region.
So it would make up a gap of 25 to 27% in some seats. This is not SIR only.
That is Kolkata. We've not even come into Kolkata, where if you look at the Kolkata numbers, look at this. All around Bhabanipur, 159 is Bhabanipur, 158 is BJP, 160 is BJP, 154 BJP, 170.
My gosh.
This is all Kolkata, closer Kolkata region.
This is not SIR.
Kolkata Dakshin. Then you
This
have
is not
Rashbihari,
SIR.
your Howrah,
This is anger.
Hooghly, all of that. Look at this. Howrah Hooghly also is plotting.
2/3 of SIR deletions came from the Hindu community.
Yeah, 2/3 of the SIR deletions came from Hindu community.
There you go. That's the anecdotal evidence.
And then he's saying it is.
But let's show the spider, please. Let's show the spider.
Sir, right now Indians are not voting for TMC. Consolidation, counter consolidation, 10% is happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I've been quiet for a long time and you have missed me.
Yes, we have.
Let me say, these are early rounds, but morning shows the day. So the trends are definitely worrying for TMC. Let's face it. Number 2, if SIR had not happened, it would be all about anti-incumbency. Do you realize this?
Yes.
Mamata Banerjee would be putting a defensive bat like Sunil Gavaskar and defending her fortress. SIR gave her something to talk about, to turn it round, Bengal versus Delhi and all that stuff.
More like Jeffrey
Without SIR, Mamata Banerjee would be purely fighting a defensive
No,
bat.
sir.
Yes.
Without SIR,
which means
Mamata Banerjee would have
the
still
tally
held
would have
on
been
to
much
those
lower.
chappa votes, 57 lakh of those votes which
Very
were
good
deleted,
point.
which were wrong.
Very
Those
good
votes
point.
should not have been part of the voter list.
So-
Wonder how many elections she has won because of those votes which are not supposed to be polled at all.
You are saying
So-
35 lakhs have applied for their re-entry. Are they fake voters? 35 lakhs. I'm taking 35 lakhs.
Are you
numbers,
saying all
not
those
applied.
35 lakh voters are
Nine-
Trinamool
the-
Congress
the
voters?
stati- no,
Are you
the
saying
stati-
all those
the
35 lakh
statistics
voters
are
are
saying
Trinamool Congress?
99
Are you
years
saying
will
all
not
those
happen.
35 lakh voters are
Statistics
genuine
are
voters?
saying
How many
99%.
numbers, sir? 1492. 1492 out of a total base of 6.8 crore. That's the error margin that's been okayed by the
Anand, lot of
I am
these
asking
fake
you,
voters
sir,
ran away.
27 lakh
Those who
voters
appealed are
additional
not
have
fake
voted
voters.
this time.
they're
They
not-
also have not
they're
voted for the
But they're
Trinamool.
not all TMC voters either.
No,
Let's
a
not
lot
be
of fake
ridiculous.
voters, they ran back to Bangladesh.
Okay,
after
one
the
second,
SIR
come on,
started.
come on.
Correct.
That's-
So
But
that
those who
cleanup
have
was
appealed
required.
are not fake voters.
But
Yes.
Subirda,
Yes.
please understand, despite her rabble rousing and doing everything about SIR, the voter has seen
Yes.
past
No,
that.
there is a problem.
The voter has seen past
Okay,
that.
one second.
I am only saying that
Let's-
without SIR, she would not have an issue to fight.
Okay, one second.
It would be just defensive.
That's right. She would be defensive. She would be like Jeffrey Boycott, not even Sunil Gavaskar. Let me just very quickly show you, viewers, this very important victory vector. This is, viewers, where basically the seats are coming from for everybody. So here they are in the Muslim, there are about 71 Muslim majority seats or influential seats where the Muslim population is about 30
More than 50% also we've plotted,
there
but that
also,
is more than
of course,
30%.
More than 30%. So here, viewers, you have a situation where the TMC and the BJP has picked up seats here. It's
In
showing
fact,
leads of
even in
21.
greater than 50%, Rahul, they have
Yeah.
picked up 8 seats.
There they
BJP's picked up 8 seats.
So what
plus
does
8
this
seats.
explain? This explains, viewers, and these were some of the seats where the turnout was also
When I
high.
say leads.
What does this? What does this explain, viewers? These leads explain that there's been a counter-Hindu consolidation, which is what is running through this election. This is a thread. The urban seats. This is the BJP today is actually the party of urban aspiration. It is in these 60 seats.
Plus
the
30.
TMC, yeah, it is plus 30. It's got 41 leads there.
Plus 30.
You were doing.
Calls me leftist. I am not leftist, but I am a supporter of Buddhadev Bhattacharya because he tried to bring industry to Bengal.
Yes.
He said, "Do it now."
Do it now.
I am a supporter of Buddhadev Bhattacharya,
Absolutely.
not Jyoti Basu.
You're right.
You are
So
supporter of bringing back industrialization
Of course.
and the
अरे
Shilpo
हमारे
back into-
बच्चा लोग के लिए कुछ तो रख के जाना है.
Good point.
Done.
Good point.
Abhi-
The
Abhijit
Gurkha has
Majumdar-
spoken, viewers.
Agree,
Now,
disagree.
129, and the Gurkha always
Phase
speaks
2.
straight. 129 phase
Sorry,
2,
I raised my
viewers.
voice because otherwise.
Good,
you
good.
don't,
No, sir,
give
this
me
is
a chance.
democracy. Everyone must raise
So
their
I have
voice
to
to
be
be heard.
classical Bengali. Raise the
Please,
voice.
please. No, go. Be classical, sir. Be neoclassical. The neoclassical Bengali is sitting next to you on your left.
Neoclassical sitting next to you.
Neoclassical. Okay, 1 second. Phase 2, viewers. 129 seats. Yes, Anand.
53. Phase 2 plus 53,
There
Rahul.
you go.
Plus 53.
That's putting the
And
number of
here,
leads at 70 for the BJP.
At New Matrix, we had very clearly said that the BJP has to gain 50 seats at least. When we were working this, at least 50 seats to
Now-
get into contention, to get to that number, and they are plus 53 in terms of leads in phase 2, and that's a big dent that they've
Can we
made
now go
in
to
a
the-
place where they never thought they could get votes.
Absolutely. I mean, that tells you, viewers, that this is the
All is made
aspirational
for slog over batting. You
aspirational
need Hardik
classes.
Pandya there.
This is Shubhir Bhaumik's class that is speaking today in Bengal. Perhaps even the Bhadralok are speaking in Bengal.
No, no, it is not me. It is people like my
back.
daughter.
Go back
to go to Bangalore to get
go
a
back
job.
to the go
you
back
can't
to
get
the
a proper job in Calcutta.
Yes,
They are
precisely.
You can get it out of him who he's voted for.
No,
Not
no,
so
no.
easily.
Mathua-
But yeah, Mathua factor again.
I would maybe
47
still vote
plus
for
15 seats,
my vote
Rahul.
will be
Mathua
weaker.
plus 15 seats.
I
Plus
could not
15
get a
seats
chance,
in the
I was
Mathua. So the Mathua vote is also not gone away from the BJP.
TMC is
It's
down.
actually moved towards.
And Mamta Banerjee said that the Matwas will come out and punish the election commission driven BJP for depriving them of their votes. Guess what has happened, viewers?
So they have been given the CAA assurance.
47 leads.
Yeah.
TMC is
Plus
29.
15. They are up
Gain of
15. The
15.
BJP is up 15 from the last time around.
Rural seats.
So-
Rural seats, viewers, 89. 89 leads for the BJP, the TMC
Okay,
at 63. There's a huge
Rural
gap between them.
Rural Bengal is
156.
plus 53 seats, Rahul.
Plus
Plus
53.
53 seats, viewers. Rural Bengal in favor of the BJP.
You know why?
And this is the shift. Look at this. This
Anand-
area. And also it crosses phase 1 and phase 2.
And you know why, viewers? I'll tell you why. Abhijit, you know why? Because of cut money.
Yes.
It's the poorest of the poor who are not getting their
Syndicate and
welfare.
cut money.
People are coming up to them and saying, we'll give you what you want, we'll give you what you deserve, but you have to pay us. Is this right?
Yeah, see, Rahul, for BJP, Bengal used to be an anomaly. Usually, BJP we have seen in other states, in urban areas it does very well. In Bengal, it used to do very well in the rural areas and underperform in the urban areas. Presidency was just a trickle last time.
Yeah.
But this time it's breaching cut money, etc., but I still, when I speaking to a lot of people there, I get the feeling that women's security has been a huge emotive issue.
Okay.
It's been an
Women's
emotive
security.
issue
Let's
that
have a
has
look.
breached Lokhir Bhandar and other
And who
things,
viewers, who had got it right almost to the last seat, phase 1, 110, Amit Shah said, we'll get about 110 seats out of
105 पे आके वो
152.
रुकेगा sir phase 1.
That's 104 already. That's 104 already for the
Another
BJP.
thing,
Let's
SC
have a
reserved
look.
seats.
Yes.
Now, if you look at the SC reserved seats, again the BJP has gained 8 seats from the last time around out of 66, and it's pinched those 8 straight away from the Trinamool. Even in the tribal region, just quickly go back to the tribal region and look at the ST reserved seats. Among the tribals also, the ST reserved seats also, the BJP has taken the 9 seats as the Trinamool had the last time around, taken away all. So it's swept the tribal belt. It's actually swept this entire tribal belt that borders Jharkhand, Odisha, and and also up towards the north in phase 1. So they've swept the tribal belt. Quickly just showing you in terms of the presidency zone, SIR deletions. Let's look at the SIR deletions, how the BJP has performed. Areas which are impacted by SIR deletions, 13 seats. 13 seats that have been impacted by SIR deletions, and they have gone additionally towards the BJP in terms of the leads. So quite significant.
Now, Professor,
Charupargya is with
we've
us,
given you entire, this is the fingerprinting of the election result on every area, whether it is dented by SIR or not. Mamta Banerjee is feeling a blowback. These are angry voters.
15 years of anti-incumbency has to be there. I mean, without any shade of doubt.
Why?
One day
But
when he makes
my
it-
point is very simple.
Mamta
It
model.
was-
One
if
second,
you-
let me ask you. You have been constantly raging on national TV that the Modi model is insensitive model, divisive model. It creates rancor. It elicitates all sorts of base instincts. But these are sophisticated urban Bengali voters voting for the BJP. How can they be voting for Thug party, as you've said?
It is a model that is divisive. It is proven beyond reasonable doubt.
So are you saying-
again, I'll raise
are
the
you
question
saying
about
that
how
the
many,
gentile-
how many minorities were given tickets for
Are you saying
Bengal
that the
Assembly election?
gentile intellectual
This is the filter
So
that
it
he
is
wanted.
there.
in Bengal?
The filter that he
If it
wanted, border
wins at the end of
regions.
the day, that's beside
Look at the
point.
border regions. Border regions.
But it is there, very much.
Important
Now, let's look
This
at.
reminds me of Jyoti Vasu. What he said, in 97, I am backing
They
Sheikh
thrive on
Hasina.
polarization.
I am backing Sheikh Hasina. Jyoti Babu told me in 97. I am backing Sheikh Hasina. You know why? Otherwise, they will come there. They meaning Jamaat Islami. He showed me the beard.
See, now this
And
is.
if they come there, ওরা ওখানে চলে আসবে, এরা এখানে চলে আসবে. Means
Translate.
if I don't back Sheikh Hasina and Sheikh Hasina does not remain in power, the beards, meaning Muslim fundamentalists will come there. If they come there, ওরা ওখানে চলে আসবে তো এরা এখানে চলে আসবে
The
Means I cannot stop
the
BJP,
Hindus
I
will have
cannot
to,
stop BJP.
will have to flee. Now,
Well, look,
he
I
made
don't
a,
know,
there was the
Hindu-Muslim
recently conducted
rhetoric.
elections, concluded elections in Bangladesh, the Jamaat actually won all these seats along the border. True. And this was a story in itself because everybody got worried. Now look what's happened. There is a consolidation, counter consolidation that's being witnessed because there are 9 seats additionally that have gone to the BJP from the Trinamool.
Can I make a
And
small
they've
point
gone up
here?
to 25
Data point.
seats here.
On these seats, viewers, a large number of seats saw lesser turnout, net, than the state average. So even though there was lesser turnout, it appears that the BJP has snatched.
But that lesser turnout was not that it was an 8-10% lesser turnout, 1-2% over than the state average, so it was not that. Plus this region also saw a lot of deletions. Plus this SIR bogey, the SIR aspect has made forced a lot of people to also turn, quietly go back to where they came from. That's also has happened.
Let's now just change the conversation because the other big historic election that is plotting, viewers, is look at this. TVK is very few seats now short of an absolute simple majority of its own. Simple majority rather, viewers. 217, 218 is what it needs. It's about 8-9 seats.
No, 117 they need. Halfway mark is 117.
Yeah.
234 is the strength.
11 short of that halfway mark, which would give them a simple majority. That would be an absolute.
They seem to have pulled the entire vote from the DMK.
I want to bring
Everything
in
from
Vivek
the DMK.
Narayan on that point. Vivek, coming across to you, did you see this happening on the ground, number one? Number two, if you did, where do you think it went wrong for the DMK? Mr. Dharanidharan is here. He doesn't seem to accept the fact that there was anti-incumbency substantially. He's putting it down to something very different. What's your take?
No, I never said anything like that, no.
Well, a post-facto analysis of whether there was any anti-incumbency is immaterial now because this Vijay Yatra is something that 99% of pundits, me included, a journalist who travel some bit, could not gauge that this could be this big a tsunami. I mean, yes, there was an undercurrent, there was an anger with the existing system, but it would manifest with this strength that he would cross 100 is unforeseen. It's a historic mandate, Rahul. I mean, even looking at details of caste, of freebies, nothing seems to have worked for people who gave an 8,000 rupee chit, people giving cash in the hands of people. Well, the cash seems to have been taken, as doctor said in the morning. The vitamin M was taken, but the vote went for Vijay. So that very clearly is what we are hearing. And the thing is, Vijay would get 20% vote was a general feeling.
Yeah.
We also said that the minute it is over 26, it could go anywhere. Now he seems to be getting 36% of the votes. And that is mostly from DMK.
Yeah.
Yes, AIDMK has done not so bad if you ask me. From previous 66, they have gone to 77.
77. They're actually +2, Vivek. But Anand here, just quickly wanted to ask you, where is this vote for Vijay coming from? Is this a new dynamic that's happening, or could this change because it's still too many early rounds? What's your understanding? By round 9, round 10, could things change?
New voters decline.
Vivek, can you hear me? Anand here.
It is
Yeah.
likely to go whichever ways. I mean, if you look at campaigning of Vijay, it's interesting. He only did 16 days of campaigning. So there was a very strong undercurrent, which the government misread. Through campaigns, through flex boards.
Tamil Nadu.
You cannot.
Was this pan Tamil Nadu?
Absolutely, it is pan Tamil Nadu, but would be more, as we all knew, it would be more centered around urban, semi-urban areas. But even in rural Tamil Nadu, I mean, Pulattur, if Chief Minister is trailing, that is very, very bad. It's a trend.
Yeah.
It is the rejection of an existing system, whether it be West Bengal, whether it be Dharmadam, Kannur district.
Yeah.
The CPM leader, the stalwart, has fallen. I mean, he's trailing.
Yeah.
That is happening, and if MK Stalin is trailing, it just tells you that let's not get ahead of ourselves. Respect the mandate of the people. They may not tell you whom they are voting for. They may be taking the monies, But if Pinarayi Vijayan is falling, if MK Stalin is falling, it tells you a story.
No, but how is it that the DMK could not read this on ground, or nobody read this on ground, is something that everybody is asking. The other thing is, who is the person who's orchestrated this? Is it because that Vijay has been in the scenario since 2021, quietly using his fan base, his mandram, his group? He skipped 2024. Was he consolidating quietly on ground, which nobody read? Or is this just that they don't want any of the DMK, ADMK anymore? It's a Punjab-like situation where the AAP wins everything that it takes, wherever it contests.
Exactly. That's what I said earlier also, Anand. It's just that there is a beacon. There is a ray of hope coming from Vijay. A couple of people whom I spoke with were telling me even today morning that Vijayana will win. Why? Because he will make sure that that alcohol is not sold. The Tasmac shops are now more open. They have also said this ganja menace, this drug menace that is in and around urban, semi-urban areas around Chennai's beaches. Well, that will all go when Vijay comes. Vijay never said that he's going to shut down alcohol shops. He never said that he's going to stop this. But there is, as I said, there is a hope. There is a rejection of the so-called Dravidian model. Which existed till now. That is a paradigm shift.
Because many would say that Vijay has largely idolized or taken a leaf from the Dravidian model and just perhaps repackaged it. That's what many would say. But yeah, there is an alternative vote to ADMK plus and DMK plus that stands out. Quick question on Keralam. We'll go to Rohini, who's outside Vijay's residence, in just a bit. Keralam, again a shocker. They have done, the UDF seems to be doing an LDF number on them again, giving it back to them. The last election, it was the LDF that won and took 90 odd seats. Again, now UDF leading on 95.
Well, not too much of a shock in Kerala, but yes, unexpected, especially for Pinarayi Vijayan. I mean, he had become so tall, so big. Indirectly, I would say it's a blessing for the Communist Party. If one more time Pinarayi Vijayan would come, CPM would have been completely cleaned. And now, let me tell you, one thing that we all have missed in this entire context is now it's a communist Mukta Bharat. There is no Communist Party existing anywhere in India. This was not true. There was always a Tripura, there was always a West Bengal, there was always a Kerala. So now, don't see an ideology existing at all.
No. That is something everybody will contest. They'll say political party is not there, but the movement is still around. So that will be the argument that the left may be politically dead and also Naxali dead, but they are still there as far as a movement is concerned, as an overall movement is concerned. Rohini joining us from Vijay's residence. What's the mood there, Rohini?
Well, right now I'm outside the TVK party office and there is still a lot of supporters that need to come, but those who have been coming in, the only thing they've been doing is basically speaking to the media and saying that they are with Vijay. It's very important, especially because we don't go by this calm, what we're seeing the calmness here, because right now you're going to expect droves and droves of the TVK followers to come in. See, it is important to understand. I remember this when I had spoken to Rahul after I came back from my trip across Tamil Nadu, that many of them said expect a Balin Shah kind of Gen Z kind of revolution in Tamil Nadu. And well, this is what we're possibly, the numbers are also showing right now. And it's quite interesting as well, because we've seen now what he has promised to people in terms of education, in terms of security for women, in terms of how children will be also taken care of. You know, he connected not just with women,
but was his
not
Gen
just
Z
with the youth, but he also used
was his Gen Z base so big?
Somebody who's come from Malaysia, all the way from Malaysia to come here because he loves Vijay. So you were not able to vote for him, but you're here all the way because of your love for him.
Well, a very quick point, one second, a very quick point that we should introduce here. Look, we can talk about anti-incumbency in Tamil Nadu and this, that, the other, but just look at this. This is an epical moment in Tamil Nadu, viewers. This is a person who has come from absolutely nowhere, no political run-up, no organization, nothing, viewers. For a very long time, for a very, very long time. No, one second, please. You know, we can be dismissive of all of this, but this man has completely reordered Indian politics at one level. Forget just Tamil Nadu, because there will be so many startups that will emerge from here. There will be other people who want to challenge the status quo, and it becomes more incumbent upon parties in power, especially the NDA, etc., to really put their ears very close to the ground. And on that point, I want to bring in Mr. Chetan Bhagat on this. Vijay coming in, whether he ends up 2 short or 3 over, This is remarkable.
Yeah.
This is absolutely path breaking. The last this happened was NTR. Came nothing from nowhere, swept a state, established a movement, led it, and then passed on the crown. This is completely unprecedented.
And it's a place where like the BJP has been trying, for example, like with Annamalai, they really tried, but here comes a guy seemingly out of nowhere. Until like a few days back, like even on the exit polls day, only one, I think, agency said it. It's just unbelievable what has happened.
Yeah.
And I think this also shows that there is place for change in this country still. It's not like, oh, you know, now the BJP has all the unfair advantage, nobody can win. Then why did this happen? And why did BJP not win?
I mean,
so
this
much
is history. I mean,
did Annamalai lack resources? I mean, he had the whole national government behind him.
Yes, sir.
No, I think it's not about resources. It is about saying, no, we don't believe the existing institutions establishment. And I think if I have to speak, it also has to do with AI coming in, people in IT losing jobs, or people out of engineering not finding job. I think that helped.
But why Vijay?
But there are also a large number of
establishment. No, so
yes.
So somebody tapped into that anger, that underlying anger, and also appealed to them. But is the Gen Z so big? Is the Gen Z movement in Tamil Nadu so big that this could be an election defined by the Gen Z thought process?
Tamil Nadu has the highest internet penetration in the country.
Just one second. You know, just one second. One by one, please. Yes, I just want to ask you, Dr. Raman. Let's, forget the math for a moment. Let's look at the monumentality of this. Let's bring back that graphic. That's very interesting. Now, I want to ask you this. You have a point of break here. Yes, you might say that Tamil Nadu, GSDP, etc., strong. But on large number of indicators, it's not doing so well. If you really scratch under the surface, this is also rejection perhaps of that tired dynastism. What is it?
Yeah, but I think there are two things here. One, 99.9% of us didn't see it coming, me included. We did think that Vijay would get votes, would get 20% vote share, but certainly not going to win significant number of seats. Now, second part is if this trend holds and the Chief Minister is trailing, Chief Minister's son is trailing, Deputy Chief Minister, and a whole lot of ministers are trailing to complete political novices, people who probably, some of them who entered politics for the first time a few weeks ago. So this is a complete shocker. I mean, there is no comparison that you, I know people bring in AAP and all that. AAP is not, AAP fought in 2017.
Just allow me to, so Sumatra Smita, just give me 30 seconds. 2024, when Annamalai went down on the ground and when he said that the BJP will mount a campaign on its own, he put in the hard yards for more than nine and a half months to a year, part of the Padyatra and all that. That was the seeding, sir. And at that time, there were people who flew down from the US, from Singapore, from London, from different parts of the world to try and back a campaign which said there will be an alternative to the current parties. That's what the thought process was. What Vijay has done, and I'm telling you, people very close to Vijay have come out and said they were influenced by Annamalai and he got confident. He didn't get into 2024. It was what Annamalai and the BJP achieved on their own in 2024 that actually gave him the confidence that he can mount this on his own. And that's what happened. The idea whose time has come, the people were ripe to look beyond the current options for a new option, hoping that that person will come up and deliver the goods. Now, if this stays, and if Vijay is the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, he will have to do 5 times better than Arvind Kejriwal because Kejriwal has disappointed Delhi and his team has disappointed Punjab. So he can't go that way. So he's got to really take Tamil Nadu in a direction where people will be assured that moving away from two set combinations and parties is the right option.
So one
that's
second,
the right
there is a break.
That's important.
Let's look at these talking points. There is a break in a duopoly there, the Dravidian duopoly. That's the first thing. Second, you have a situation where you have a complete political outsider coming out with what is known as a very simple message that look, these dynasts have done you in. They are not raising the bar aspirationally. Give me a chance. Smita Prakash, just two things. We've got to start
I
tracking this.
completely agree with you that the duopoly is smashed to a large extent. But like your reporter was saying about the Gen Z movement, Gen Z movement in India, or the moment in India, is significantly different from everybody else. It's not agitational politics that has won. It's not Aam Aadmi Party style. It is not Nepal. It's not Dhaka. It's not Bangladesh. This is completely through the ballot. It is not upsetting the apple cart to such an extent, because if you see, even though it is a post-Dravidian model, it's a nouveau Dravidian model. It's not so far from the DMK in its ideology. Closer to it, but aspirational Tamil Nadu talks about young voters. It talks about tired old ideas where
But
you're
let
just
me also say,
futile. Sanatan is malaria, Sanatan is virus. Don't want to get into it. Let's talk about bringing it as the IT hub of the country. It's already there. I'm not saying it's not there. But what I'm saying is that it's an aspirational Tamilian who does not want this baggage of that Dravidian past. It wants...
But it is also largely, Smita Prakash, personality-led.
Personality.
You see, you have a personality now around which, so people haven't really looked at...
Is he going to form the government on his own?
He might.
No.
He
The
might.
answer is
We
no.
don't know.
Then hang on.
Professor, hold your horses. Look at the numbers.
Interesting.
Yes.
That the ADMK has climbed within 21 seats of the TVK. So the ADMK has climbed to 80 seats. Now this is the dynamic which I want all of us to consider as we go up the rounds, viewers. Because if there is an anti-incumbency vote in Tamil Nadu, and if there is a coalition which is being led by an MBC leader very strongly, you cannot discount the ADMK to be there. Why? Another reason, Vijay did not attack the ADMK. ADMK did not attack Vijay. We may have a situation where the two of them may be very close to the post, but neither of them will get past it, and it could get a little hung. And that's the scenario where right now we got the update that Vijay is talking to all the candidates. All the candidates called,
Look at the celebrations in Vijay's home. Let's play out these visuals.
The question is that, is he going
No, 1 minute. Let's cut to these visuals full frame. These are pictures that we are getting from Vijay's home. Inside his home. Let's open these pictures. Let's open these pictures. Let's show the viewer these pictures. These are big pictures coming in. This is Vijay's house. This is Vijay's father's ex-post. Let's put that out. I just want to go up to the wall. These are his immediate family members. This is joy. This is joy, viewers. This is unabashed joy. This is Vijay's father. He's coming right out there. This is the scene. This is completely unprecedented. Absolutely unprecedented.
No, but I think there's one more point which I wanted to add. So if you look in 24, ADMK got 24%. BJP-led alliance had 18%. And we got about 47%. So our 47% got to 24%, 23% election.
Yeah.
But BJP alliance is 18%, which is not basically for BJP, but basically for no for ADMK and DMK.
Correct.
That has also completely gone to TVK, and there's no vote transfer from that anomaly.
No, that's okay. What I'm trying to tell you is 18% was a case to show that there is a 18 to 20% vote share which does not want to vote for the ADMK or the DMK. Now Vijay has worked that. He's not only tapped into that, he's also tapped into the DMK sentiment and said, okay, I'm going to pull away from the DMK also. He's the first one to go after Stalin and call him uncle also. He was the one who said, I'm ready to take you on politically because I think you're old and I'm new. I'm the next option. See, he was doing it smartly. Yeah.
So the more interestingly also, apart from money, caste equation has not worked. He has not given any consideration to caste equation. No grassroots mobilization whatsoever. So constituencies, which for example in Salem, which were reserved for 1 year, he gave it to a minority, not the Gounder, for example. And where suppose a Gounder should contest, he gave it to a Pilaiman. Or where supposed to be, for example, a constituency where Muslim has never contested, he has given a Muslim and Muslim is winning. In a primary Muslim constituency, he has given a Brahmin a seat. So it's completely, nothing has worked.
No. What he's done is he's turned everything on their table.
There was a degree of arrogance going into this election, sir, from your side. Please,
no, I'm being fair here. I'm just making an observation here. Why are you calling me to be arrogant now?
No, he's not calling you. He's saying that the DMK approached this election from a position of arrogance to say,
nobody thought he's going to happen.
That's
what. Nobody thought. There were people saying on the exit poll day, they said play this reel that day. he is not even going to win his own seat. There were people saying.
Correct.
I think one of the things that the DMK missed doing or didn't do was to take honest criticism. They felt that anybody who criticized that party was either a Sanghi. The labeling would be called a Sanghi immediately. So that was one. But I mean, also they controlled the media in Tamil Nadu. So the point was, everyone said DMK will win. You had 6 exit polls which said DMK will win. So they got carried away by
CNN News 18 did not say DMK will win. We believed,
not
and
today,
the
March 30th.
and
March
nor
30th.
did we say that Vijay will not get any traction. Vijay was credited with about 18 to 20% vote share.
This much of seats for DMK.
No,
No one.
but this
No one.
See,
in fact,
not DMK.
no
It's
exit
the-
poll.
it's the- See, slowly
Yes.
there is some correction which will happen as
Nobody
the rounds will go
predicted that
up.
they will be
And
absolutely out
somewhere
of
one
contention.
believes that the TVK will
I
be
think
around
that is
100,
the important
105
thing.
seats in this current
Anand,
scenario. And the DMK may get stronger.
5 or 6 polls
rounds have been done, I think only
predicted
3-4
that
rounds
the
have been
AIA
done.
DMK will be out of contention.
Right.
Some said, Pradeep Gupta even said 22, 23 seats.
Yeah.
Conversely, not a single poll, opinion poll or exit poll, said DMK would be in 3rd place. Not one.
Nobody said DMK.
Nobody said that.
Nobody said that. But they, I agree.
But
yeah.
on March 30th, when we did the second opinion poll tracker, we had said that DMK is not going to form the government, and you are aware of the controversy and the toolkits which sort of were
there was a
behind
huge,
us.
See, there was
Correct. That is number one.
Correct.
Number two, we always said that there is huge anti-incumbency. Who will take benefit of this anti-incumbency is, we thought that it is likely to be AIADMK which will take the benefit.
I think
of
I think what C. Joseph Vijay has done as a leader, one, he has done the groundwork because he's been at it with his fan club and his grouping, trying to figure out the groundwork, lay the groundwork quietly via the fan club since 2021. He's been doing it for a while. He stepped away from 2024 because the timing was not right. Now, despite being thwarted so much, I think the people have turned around and said, how much are you going to bottle up a person? How much are you going to wring it out into a person, and how much are you going to stop a person from growing? Let me just go ahead and do. And then, like Selam Dharnidharan has observed, he's thrown away the dynamic. He said, vote for me if you believe in me. How does it matter what the caste of the candidate, the religion of the candidate, or the background of the candidate is? Break those lines and come out and vote. And somewhere that, if that's happened, Chetan, it's a story in itself.
That is where I know it's not the AAP situation, but it's very similar in that way. At that time also the same thing happened. At that time also the AAP took votes from the Congress and finally ended up making government with the Congress. Here also that is a possibility, which will be ridiculous at one level, and I don't think they are.
Yeah, but interestingly, TVK has not pinched votes from the ADMK.
Look, let's be,
and they've kept
TVK has pinched everything from the DMK.
Let's be very fair.
Pinched everything from the DMK. Yeah.
Let's be very fair. Large number of people missed the Vijay factor.
Yeah, they did. But one thing behind you,
I think
the Bengal number is 184.
Yes,
That's phenomenal for the BJP.
So that is also remarkable that the BJP is really coursed ahead. But
Himanta is
just look at
96.
this.
Himanta
Look at
is
this
96
number.
in Assam.
This is where the suspense, viewers, is still really up there. Why? Because we don't know how close the TVK will get to that halfway mark. That halfway mark is now about 10 seats away from
12 seats.
12 seats away from the TVK, viewers. That means that it is within closing distance. Remember, still about 6 or 7 rounds of polling have taken place in Tamil Nadu. We're going to check a little bit with Shivani to get that exact round count. But 105 fresh mandate, literally, these 105 seats have voted for people they don't perhaps even know their names of, perhaps never even knew about them. They have voted. This is phenomenal. And on this side, viewers, is West Bengal. And look at West Bengal, viewers. History is being rewritten. You've had 25 years of left rule. You have 15 years of Mamta Raj. Whole 2 generations of people in Bengal have never seen any other alternative apart from the left and Mamta Di. And now, viewers, you have the BJP, the saffron surge. Many people will say, oh, this is random polarization, this is SIR. This is not SIR, viewers. This is a mandate for change. And that change, the crown has now fallen on the BJP's head. And you can see those numbers, viewers, 184. It's an absolute. The TMC has only 82 short seats because of Muslim vote. It is perilously close to becoming a party only supported by one community, viewers. What does this tell you? And it also is a challenge because the BJP will have to also work with other communities as it gets bigger. But Anga, Banga and Kalinga, viewers, including the Northeast Assam, all now under the saffron sweep. This is a BJP that after 2024 Lok Sabha is not looking back, it is only looking forward. And Anand, the numbers are telling you a story.
Interestingly, I'm just quickly taking you to Tamil Nadu. Right now, all the seats that the TVK has won is from the DMK. So naturally, if it is hung and if it gets, they're not neither, nobody. Yeah.
They are doing extremely well in the Kongu belt as well. The TVK is leading in Coimbatore North, they are leading in Gaundapalayam, they are leading in Singanallur. All of these are hardcore ADMK seats.
But they're hardcore ADMK seats, but the last time the DMK won it.
Yeah.
The DMK won it the last time around. That's what I think. Mr. Jay Panda is with us. Namaste Jay Panda ji. Rahul and me here this morning doing the election coverage. First up, I think congratulations are in order for Assam and Bengal. But we would like you to, we'd like to pick your brains on what's happening in Tamil Nadu.
I'm afraid I have been entirely focused in Assam as the BJP campaign in charge here for the last 4 months. I can see that we have a tremendous response from the people in all over the country, in Bengal, even in Tamil Nadu. There's been a major turnaround in the politics there, but I'm afraid I'm really only focused on Assam now.
So the 96 that your leads that you have plus 23 from last time, very close to what the projections were, about 95 seats. How would you look at it, and how much would you credit the delimitation exercise for the same?
Well, first of all, remember that 10 years ago it used to be said that the BJP would never win Assam. We won 2 elections very comfortably and there was no issue of delimitation. Now this is the 3rd time we have won. And there is a sweeping difference. I would like to say this. This is the argument of losers. When they win, they don't have a problem with the EVM or with the election commission or with delimitation. Only when they lose, they suddenly start having a problem with all of these issues. Delimitation has been happening for decades. The rules are the same. The provisions and the parameters are the same. So that has nothing to do with it. What, on the other hand, they should be really focusing on is Prime Minister Modi has visited the Northeast and Assam 80 times as Prime Minister. Compare that with his predecessor, who actually represented Assam in the Rajya Sabha, who only came 10 times. Don't you think that has something to do with it?
Let me ask you, Mr. Panda, many people are looking at this as a natural continuity of BJP expanding into new geographies. The challenge will, of course, also be to include people that it encounters in these new geographies. Do you see that being easily achieved and bridged?
There is no issue there at all. The only challenge is that there is a committed section of narrative builders who try to portray and misrepresent the BJP in a certain manner. The reality is that if you look at the Modi government's slogan of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, I challenge anyone to point out even a single example of discrimination against any community in the lakhs of crores of rupees of government expenditure that happens across hundreds of programs, and even in Assam. You're seeing that the BJP is gaining votes, not just in Assam. Today, we have won not just a simple majority, not just a 2/3 majority, but we are winning well over a 3/4 majority, and that's because the people have decided to continue supporting the kind of changes we are bringing about. But on
the question of representation, sir, whether it's Assam or even in Bengal, where there is a significant minority population, people say that the BJP hasn't opened its doors to representation from a particular community. Do you think the time has come to perhaps address that, or is that not required, or is that just empty optics? What do you make of this?
I think the proof of the pudding has to go back to the end result And the end result is, again, I will reiterate, in governance, the BJP governs with equal attitude towards all citizens of India. Nobody can ever show any discrimination. Now, the question that you are asking actually begs another question, which is appeasement politics. Now, we are very clear that the results of the way we are governing is equally fair to everybody. But the alternative to that, the vision that the Congress has been spelling out, today's Congress is almost an exact copy of the Muslim League of the 1940s. And see what it did in Assam. I want to point something out. At the time of independence and partition, a section of people decided they were not Indians. They didn't want to be Indians. They broke away. They formed a separate country. And the part of society that represented 11% of Assam at that time is today 38%, and not through natural means. So entirely unnatural means of those people who decided they were not Indian, forcing their way back across the border illegally and illegally occupying lakhs of acres of land. And that is simply not going to be acceptable anymore. The people of Assam don't accept it. And that is what is changing in Assam and Bengal and other places.
Jai Pandaji, if you look at it right now, the Muslim majority, or where the population of Muslims is greater than 50%, 30%, the Congress has actually taken 16 seats more. The BJP has lost 11 seats in terms of ground. How would you read that? Do you believe there is a story here that somewhere the Muslims have now decided they will never vote for the BJP, and is that healthy?
Well, first of all, it confirms what I just said, is that the Congress has become the current version of the 1940s Muslim League. And if you look at Assam, who are they competing with? They're not competing with the BJP or any of the other parties. They're competing with the AIUDF, which is an unabashedly Muslim party. Now, but I don't agree with you that any section of the society has made up their mind not to vote for the BJP. I was just saying this a little bit earlier. We couldn't have won in Assam if we hadn't started winning the seats directly and through alliances of many different communities, including tribals, including other minority religions. The same story in Goa. You're beginning to see the same story gradually opening its account in Kerala. So the BJP is expanding its appeal all across. And in Assam as well, there is a clear distinction between people who have lived in this country for hundreds of years, irrespective of being of any faith, and people who left and became citizens of another country. There are distinctions.
So Mr. Panda, let's just look at the national implication. I'm sorry, I'm just pulling you out a little bit because you have a great view and are a keen student of political theory also. I want to ask you this, because going into this election, there were 2 or 3 geographies where the BJP had been pretty much written out of the equation. One was Bengal, one is Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Now, even in Kerala, if you look at this, if you look at these numbers just behind me, in fact, may I just bring them up to you. The NDA is has got 2, and we'll have a look at the vote share also. We'll go into that vote share. You have in Tamil Nadu, of course, with the AIDMK, you still haven't really lost, though people could argue that perhaps you could have gone it alone. But it's in Bengal where, you have Anga, Banga and Kalinga, all 3 lining up, including the Northeast. This is a massive shift in just the last 5 years. In fact, not even the last 5 years, in the last 2 or 3 years, of course, you've been working your way upwards. The India alliance has really caved in here. You have a reversal in Bengal, you have a reversal in Tamil Nadu, you have a reversal in Assam, obviously a complete wipeout in Assam. Nationally, how does this change the picture, sir?
Well, I see you're quite right in your description of this situation. I see Bengal and Assam in a different situation because they are border states, and they have faced the brunt of this massive illegal immigration and forced replacement theory, if you will, in the Indian context. On the other hand, what we are seeing in Kerala and Tamil Nadu and Puducherry can be seen a little bit differently. In Kerala, I think at the local elections, the BJP has started increasingly making its mark and doing well. Now, when we progress to state level and national level elections, there are different dynamics at play. In Tamil Nadu, I think the big story is the turnaround and the resentment of the people against the incumbent government is very, very clear. And whatever is the end result from what I can see from the trends, it's a complete turnaround and complete upset.
Anand is pointing out that even in Kerala,
the
there
Kerala
are
also,
leads on three, which means
your leads on 3 seats, and that's interesting. One in North Kerala, which has been a stronghold, one in central Kerala, and one in Thiruvananthapuram towards the south. So again, name them. So again, across Kerala, there is a footprint that also signals an increased vote share. But Jay Pandaji, you made a very interesting point. You have Assam on one side, Bengal on the other. How critical is it for national security that you have these two states right now? Resting Bengal, how critical was it? I have to say congratulations again, because the BJP right now, BJP plus in Assam, is just one short of 100 in terms of leads. But yes, sir, your thoughts on the larger point of view.
I think Assam and Bengal are critical to India's national security. They have been. It's been obvious to everybody, not just experts like you in the studios, but to the common citizens on the ground who in these states have been facing the brunt of this massive unnatural demographic change. But, it has taken a phenomenon like Prime Minister Modi to bring about this change, to build the confidence in the people that if they, there was a fear psychosis in Bengal, which you have seen. You've seen in the past 5 years how BJP workers were tortured and assaulted.
Yeah.
And it took that confidence in the Prime Minister to bring this about. I think this is a very, very good augury of the way things are going to go in the future.
Yeah, request to Smita Prakash with us, Chetan Bhagat with us, Amitabh Tiwari. We've got a whole host of guests with us in the studio. Smita Prakash of ANI wanted to ask you a question, please. Yes.
Mr. Panda, both in the northeast, both in Bengal as well as in Assam, the opposition has been saying that you've played the role, you've played on identity and polarization. And you continue to do that, the BJP continue to use that as a poll strategy. So do you think that that will continue in the other elections as well, because it delivers votes for you?
Look, when the Congress for decades did polarization by appeasement politics, they weren't called out as often. But I will say the following. Our policy of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is real. Again, I will reiterate, you can't find a single example of any discrimination against any community, any religion, any caste. So that's on the one side. On the other side, when, what some people have described as very harsh language in some of the leaders' speeches, in Assam, for instance, let me point out, different people may have different ways of communicating. But really, it is only the law that's being implemented. When the Chief Minister here says that child marriage will simply not be allowed, what's he saying? He's saying that this is the law and the law must be implemented. And yet, some people interpret that as against a particular community because it's more prevalent in a particular community. That's just not right. When the Chief Minister here says that illegals who are not Indian, who have illegally crossed in here, are illegally occupying land, will be evicted. Some people are portraying that as somehow polarizing, as somehow divisive. It's not the case at all. It's just enforcing the law of the land. So I will say this, that we will, without fear or favor, enforce the law of the land.
Right.
No matter, even if some people describe it as polarization, our governance shows that we do not polarize.
Sir, congratulations, 101 leads,
Yes.
28 plus seats from the last time around. So this is a double thumbs up for
Can I just say
continuation
one
of
small
governance.
point, Mr. Panda, if I'm not mistaken, you really micromanaged Delhi, micromanaged Assam.
Yeah.
Two important elections there for your party. So give us a little bit of a idea about now this new startup that has appeared in Tamil Nadu, the TVK Vijay. He will be CM. There's no doubt about that. He's very short. There's Ramadas, who is leading on 6. So he's not averse to supporting. The Congress has 5, the left has 5. So you can still have the Congress. And remember, Rahul Gandhi was trying to sort of forge an equation. But Mr. Panda, all of this taken together, new startup, what are we seeing here? Give us a sense of what are we seeing here. You've managed now 2 crucial elections, brought in the numbers. Of course, it's not a lone effort, and you'll be the first to say that, but you also have a new startup in Tamil Nadu. Where's this come from? How do you assess it, sir, as a thinking man?
It is not a lone effort. I'm very fortunate to not just be the election in charge of Assam for a party which is in history the world's largest party, have the good fortune of having the world's most popular leader at campaigning for us, and a very dynamic double engine government here in Assam. All of that is very helpful. Now, I also happened to be in charge of the party for Tamil Nadu for a few months before I was reassigned to Assam. And what I observed is, I can't speak with any great expertise because I was not there for the last 5 months or so. But this new phenomenon, this new startup that you're talking about, a lot has to do with timing apart from his own individual appeal to certain sections of people. Because you've had other stars also come in. You had Captain Vijay Kant, you had Kamala Hassan, you had others try, and it didn't quite click. The last,
if I might add, you also had a new star called Annamalai who came in, and he was saying, let's go, our own way. Would you say that that is something that perhaps you might have missed a trick there, the BJP as a whole?
No, I'm not going to second guess the strategies that we have taken. All our decisions are taken with great deal of considerations for many different factors. So in hindsight, everything is 2020. Let's not look at that. Sure. But what I would say is, one of the reasons I think you've had this situation in Tamil Nadu, apart from the anti-incumbency that the incumbent government faced, is timing. Because other star entries happened at a time when the late Jayalalitha was still around, or when the late Karunanidhi was still around. And so it had to do with the question of space. So timing is a very important factor that many people don't give enough credence to.
No, absolutely. And congratulations yet again on a phenomenal performance in Assam. Jai Panda ji, wish you more strength. And Delhi aayenge to mithai khayenge aapse.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Abhijit Iyer Mitra.
Just a few quick points to me. When at around 11 o'clock, I would have said in the morning I was expecting 2:3 against the BJP.
Right.
By about 11 o'clock, I was expecting 3.5:2 for the BJP, 3.5:1.5 for the BJP, assuming that TVK at 75, 76 was BJP plus. The problem now is TVK just 5 short of a majority is no longer BJP plus. So now it is 3-2, because what has happened now is TVK would be foolish to tie up with BJP or anyone realistically unless they're much smaller. They will not be playing. Now, there are also 2 historic trends. Number 2 in Bengal remains number 2 for a very long time. Number 3 in Tamil Nadu always fades into oblivion. So now, if the ADMK were surprisingly, which was the only real combination that could have happened, TVK plus ADMK, if those 2 tie up, it is the best thing for the DMK at the moment because it allows the DMK to stay relevant. If not, they are going to go into. Sorry.
Let me first tell you, in a hung house, gentlemen, 1 second. In a hung house, 1 minute. In a hung house, the largest party will be called first, not the largest grouping. So that equation is out.
I've got a few points to make. Sorry, can I just finish my points? I have a few points to make, so let me finish all of them and then everybody can come in. Okay? Next, the Supreme Court said in Bengal, let us see the margin of the victories and then we will take a call on SIR. I want to know how that is going to play out, if any of them can answer. The Kerala victory is impressive. I wasn't expecting such a huge victory. It is impressive. My issue now is, and it's a specific question for Tehseen and possibly Sumant Raman, is that this was, the Kerala Congress is ridden with factionalism. There are at least 3 main factions. Now, this has empowered KC Venugopal very significantly. Does that mean it is the end of factionalism in Kerala perchance?
No, how this is not empowered KC Venugopal. This election, if it is won for the UDF, is won on VD Satishan. The story in Kerala, the story in Kerala is VD Satishan.
Is it
the story in Kerala is VD Satishan. Had they been
Decision
struggling,
will be taken in
then
Muscat probably.
this kind of a runaway victory is VD Satishan.
Look,
clearly VD Satishan.
The thing is, KC Venugopal is close to the.
No, he may be
leadership.
close to anybody.
He
If the
takes
UDF
credit for a
and the
lot of
Congress has
things.
won well, the credit only goes to VD Satishan, and his approval ratings were the highest, even closer to Pinarayi Vijayan. Sorry,
One very important trend.
Huh.
BJP has cracked the code of pro-incumbency. Assam, Puducherry. In all other states, the governments are suffering huge anti-incumbency, huge. BJP likely to win big if this trend hold. TVK winning in Tamil Nadu, and even the UDF winning big in Kerala.
Let's quickly, viewers, as we hit the noon mark, the high noon mark as they say, let's have a quick look at the numbers now as they stack up. We can now confidently say, viewers, this trend is not reversing despite the number of rounds still to be called. There's no doubt about this. There are still some seats which are not reporting trends at all, viewers.
They're only adding up.
But let me,
they're
only adding, let me tell you, even the Election Commission now has put the BJP beyond the halfway mark. So even that which goes very slowly and they have to look at all the officious niceties is showing that the BJP is coursing ahead. The exact granularity of the vote share across various seats we're going to look at very shortly with Amitabh. He's going to pull out the EC data to tell us how many seats perhaps are still ahead by 3 or 4%. But I just come out to this. This is massive, viewers. This is a reordering of Indian politics. Let me tell you, the entire East now under the BJP spell, and you can call it what you want. But viewers, it is a party that is growing. It is growing shoots even in Kerala. And if they have been able to bag 2 or 3 seats and this number keeps changing, if they even do that, the vote share would definitely have climbed up. Here in Tamil Nadu, viewers, a new startup, a new personality. This has not happened in, what is it now, since MGR. J. Lalita times. We are talking about now, what, 40 years that an actor has come out of nowhere. And of course, those examples don't also hold because both MGR and J. Lalita were already in the political ecosphere. He is not. He's come from nowhere. So personality remains very important pole in Tamil Nadu politics, and it has taken this gentleman almost across the halfway mark. There's no doubt he's going to be chief minister now. In Assam, viewers, the BJP completely ascendant.
Can I just say something?
Sukanta Majumdar is here with us. You want to go across to him? Yeah, Sukanta Majumdar.
Yeah, Sukanta Majumdar ji, बधाई हो, बहुत बधाई. We'll talk Tamil Nadu in a bit. पहले बंगाल की बात करते हैं. आज खुश तो बहुत होंगे आप.
देखिए, खुश तो हम पहले से ही है क्योंकि हमें पता था कि सरकार बनने जा रही है. जिस तरीके से जनता की हमने मूड को देखा था जब परिवर्तन यात्रा भारतीय जनता पार्टी का यात्रा हुआ था और मैं यात्रा में उपस्थित था, तब से ही जनता का जो मूड हमने देखा था, उस मूड का आज एक्सप्रेशन है. तो खुश हम है, लेकिन रुझान है अभी तक. इसको नतीजे में आने दीजिए, उसके बाद और भी खुश होंगे और आपको रसगुल्ला भी खिलाएंगे.
अच्छा, रसगुल्ला नहीं, संदेश आप भेज दीजिए, वो टिक जाता, खराब नहीं होगा. इधर है पर मेरी तरफ आया नहीं है. स्टूडियो में स्मिता प्रकाश जी पहले से लेके आई थी, इंतजाम किया है. बट आपसे पूछेंगे व्हाट, ये दिशा जिस तरफ जा रही है 180 प्लस का अभी मार्क लग रहा है, इट्स अ रनअवे विक्ट्री. सबसे बड़ा फैक्टर क्या है? कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं SIR की वजह से है, आप क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, SIR को वो लोग बोल रहे हैं कि SIR एक इशू है, लेकिन किस तरफ इशू है? 24 लाख dead voters, their names have been deleted from the list, voter list. So obviously, it is an advantage for BJP. It is an advantage for BJP because TMC used to cast their vote. उनका वोट TMC डाल देता था. तो आज उसके लिए लाभ हुआ है, तो वो तो सही हुआ है ना. जितना डेमोक्रेसी में इस तरीके की स्वच्छता है, जितना पारदर्शिता है, लेकिन मुझे जनता ने जो वोट किया है कि ममता बनर्जी के 15 सालों में जो एंटी इनकम्बेंसी है, वो एंटी इनकम्बेंसी इतना ज्यादा हो गया क्योंकि शिक्षा के स्तर पे नाकाम रहा सरकार। आपके इकोनॉमी के हिसाब से अगर देखिए बहुत पोर इकोनॉमी बन चुका है बंगाल। हम बोरो करके चलते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा बोरो करके चलते हैं। हमारा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं है ज्यादा हमारे बजट में। हमारे स्कूलों में टीचर भर्ती घोटाला हुआ, यूनिवर्सिटीज की हालत खराब है, यूनिवर्सिटी में पैसा देके लोगों को अपॉइंटमेंट मिल रहा है। और जिस तरीके से लॉ एंड ऑर्डर, महिलाओं के ऊपर अत्याचार, आरजी कर, संदेश खाली, एक के बाद एक घटना जिस तरीके से सामने आया, वो पूरी तरीके से दर्शाता है कि टोटल फेलियर ऑफ ममता बनर्जी एंड हर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन।
Shukantu ji, last time BJP won Nandigram but lost Bengal. This time you may be winning Bengal but losing Bhabanipur. What will happen then? मुख्यमंत्री कौन होगा?
देखिए, मुख्यमंत्री के बारे में मैं सिर्फ इतना ही बताऊंगा कि हमारी पार्टी की एक नीति है, उस नीति के अनुसार पार्टी बैठेगी, हमारे विधायक दल बैठेंगे, पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड है वो बैठेंगे, बैठकर तय करेंगे। और जहां तक भवानीपुर की बात है, आप धैर्य रखिए। भवानीपुर में लास्ट खबर तक शुभेंदु दास से जो मेरा बातचीत हुआ, वो 8000 वोटों से पीछे थे। वो सारे मुस्लिम इलाके खत्म हो चुके हैं, अभी हिंदू इलाके में घुसेंगे, बस खेल खत्म ममता बनर्जी का।
आप ये क्यों कह रहे हैं कि हिंदू का वोट बीजेपी को पड़ा है? ये क्या मुस्लिम का वोट टीएमसी को और हिंदू का वोट बीजेपी को, ये क्लियर बाइफर्केशन है क्या शुकांतु जी? क्लियर
बाइफर्केशन है, पिछले वोट से ही ये बाइफर्केशन है। इस बार इसका थोड़ा उलट हुआ है, मैं आपको बताता हूँ। मुस्लिम वोट भी 100% टीएमसी के पक्ष में नहीं पड़ा। मुस्लिम भी इतने खपा है, कितने दिनों तक मतलब खराब एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, उनके ऊपर अत्याचार, मुस्लिम ने